margins. Always. We talked about this stat all last week for all the bettors out there. Going into that game, the Tomlin-Harbaugh rivalry, the underdog was 23-6-3 against the spread. That's 79%. It's now 24-6-3 against the spread, which puts us over 80%. It is a closely contested battle. Two teams that are very well coached. Lots of talent on both sides of the ball. The game is always won in the margins. Baltimore 3 turnovers, Pittsburgh 1 turnover. There's the difference in the game. Pittsburgh 36-minute time of possession, Baltimore 23. There's the difference. Pittsburgh, 7 penalties for 45 yards. Baltimore, 12 penalties for 80 yards. There's the difference. It's not confusing. It's not hard to figure out.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
At the Home Depot, we know you can't control everything. Like when your guests arrive too early for Saturday college football. But you can control your grill. With the Traeger Timberline XL, you can watch the game, not the grill. Monitor your football feast from anywhere using the Traeger app. With the Timberline XL, you can bake, smoke, sear, fry, and saute. That's Desmond Howard level versatility.
Huddle up, the food's done.
Defend your game time with Traeger and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of free and the
You know what? Yeah, I think I've got one in the car.
0600, what's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early.
All right, folks, enjoy the show. Stay tuned. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Morning Mayhem starts now. With David BAZZEL,
Present.
Roger Scott,
Here.
and Justin Moore. Live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Hit that cargo net. Move it! Move it! Move, move, move!
I was on that midnight
midnight flyer out of Birmingham, smoking into New Orleans. Somebody help me get out of Louisiana, just help me get to Houston town. There are people there who care a little about me and they won't let the poor boy down.
All right, it is 6:09. You know what time it is. I don't have to tell you. Move it, move it, move it. Na-na-na-na-na-na, let's go. Na-na-na-na-na.
Hey, baby, we're going to be here all day. We're going to be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party. I like this kind of party, baby. Yeah.
And I woke up high over Albuquerque on a jet to the promised land. Working on the T-bone steak, like party flying over to the Golden State.
Nobody's saying they don't appreciate what Jenny did.
Jenny did a great job.
Swing low chariot, come down easy, taxi to the terminal zone.
No.
Cut your engines and cool your wings. And let me make it to
All right, everybody, let's go. Here we go.
Los Angeles.
Very nice, Josh.
Virginia side, water 41009.
This
is the promised land, and the boys on the line.
There's Los Angeles on the crew. Morning, everybody, on the D3 Auto Sales text line.
That's right. You can text and yell out loud.
Yes, we're hearing it all over the place. I heard it walking out of the touchdown club yesterday.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Funny.
Absolutely.
Flying over to the Golden State. When the pilot told us in 13 minutes he would set us at the terminal gate. A swing old chariot come
That's who it was.
Taxi to the terminal zone. Cut your engines and cool your wings.
And let me make it to the telephone. Los Angeles.
Hello, boss.
Thanks, Frank. We need to get Frank to say Los Angeles.
We need to get Frank to do Los Angeles.
Hey,
Was it Bill Booker from
Bill Booker said it. He's yelling Los Angeles as we're leaving a touchdown club.
You know,
Everybody knows it.
It is funny. Our early morning listeners don't. The late listeners don't have a clue what we're talking about.
They have no idea. They have no idea.
They will learn.
It's sweeping the nation, actually,
they will grow.
just like the Trump dance.
Maybe we need to do this during the 7:30 hour sometime to educate our late arrivals to the show.
Do you have time today? We'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll let you. Can you pencil it in?
Yeah, pencil it in. That's exactly right. Good morning, everybody. Great to have you here. Our Tuesday lineup, as always, Bruce James, brought to you by Scott Lucas Construction. Appreciate them. John Daly at 7:30, brought to you by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer and Genesis of Conway. Chuck Gatlin to come in and give us an update on the on what's happening at the Buzz. Play a little Family Feud, brought to you by Southern Bank. Our man Justin Moore will be jumping on with us as well. Our days for today: National Play Monopoly Day, National Camp Out Day.
Back up a second. Play Monopoly Day as a fifth of six kids.
Yes, you knew that.
We
well.
always had board games at our house to play games with. As an only child,
you were good. Yeah, I know.
I mean, you had nothing.
I had to play with myself.
Oh, no.
That's it.
We're going to mark the tape at 6:12.
Oh, it's marked, Jerry. Get it.
Yes, I had to play by myself, and that's okay.
Buddy. Who was your go-to buddy that you'd go?
Nobody wanted, but I had to. It had to be family. It had to be cousins.
You had not. I mean, dude. So no board games.
Yeah, I played a little bit, not as much as a family of
you couldn't play Yahtzee.
I did play Yahtzee
with your dad.
With my parents.
Okay, that's
but
very
I didn't
good.
play solitaire.
You're good.
It's also National Camp Out Day.
Okay.
And finally, it's World Toilet Day. Make up your own jokes. 9 days until Thanksgiving, right around the corner. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, David.
Good morning, Josh. Welcome back.
Morning, gentlemen. Good to be back.
How was your getaway for a few days?
I'll tell you what, my friends, they had a excellent time on Dixon Street.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They enjoyed that?
Yeah, they did. A little bit too much.
Yeah. Was that their first time to Arkansas?
A little too much.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, that was my first time going out in Fayetteville. I haven't been out in Fayetteville yet.
Okay.
So,
Dixon Street's a fun street.
Yeah, man. That's a some college towns. It's a bit more sprawling.
Yeah.
A little more sprawling.
It's all right there.
I mean, it's all on one street.
Yeah. There's nowhere else to go, but
No.
If you want to have a good time and go out, I mean, there are a few places, but not like that.
Yeah, no, not like that. I mean, you kind of almost have to leave Fayetteville to do it.
I know that you took advantage of some tickets that were given to you, and they were good tickets. You have a good time at the game.
Yes, I apologize if anybody heard anything crass in those seats. But frankly, be a little bit aggressive at games.
Were they?
Yeah.
What they towards the Razorbacks?
No, Texas, man. They were pulling for the Hogs.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So no, we had a great time. Shout out to Justin for letting us use tickets. Tough game.
ABC News Alert, thank you very much. Congratulations to David BAZZEL. Another successful touchdown club comes to a close. Congratulations,
Thank
dude.
you,
That's
Roger. Yeah, it's
outstanding.
been 14 straight weeks. It's been a lot of good speakers. Yesterday, I thought Jordan Rogers was very sharp and
He was.
articulate and a really good guy, and had some great honorees for the kid.
Great honoree. I lost money. I bet that you would crack at some point when you're reading the
Yes, you
kids.
didn't have as many. There's one young man who lost his dad before the season. He was going to dedicate his season to it. He breaks his collarbone, unfortunately. But I didn't quite have as many of those stories. But all those kids are really great kids.
Oh, and first female that I saw up there.
Yes. And those coaches, a lot of the coaches were there. Your favorite coach, Josh, Coach Lucas, was there, and he always brings his PA guys, and then a lot of other head coaches were there. So,
and I didn't know that it was your classmate that sponsored all that.
Yeah, Merritt Dyke,
I didn't know
good
that.
guy. He sponsored our show out at PV for the Simmons Bank Classic.
That's what it was. I met him for the first time and shook his hand and said, "Thank you for doing all that." Wes Sutton showed me a picture of him and Merritt and Wes as kids.
Yes,
and all that, and I didn't know that. I guess I just didn't put two and two together with you and all three. Both those guys.
Good guy, and he also was the one who helped with the UALR's promotion towards the end of last year for basketball. So
so each kid got a plaque and a couple hundred bucks. That's not bad. Thanks for doing that and putting that on, American. And thank you for another successful.
Well, thanks for always being there, Raj.
Oh,
and so many great sponsors. Of the Hendricks family, you always sit with. It was a great year. It's a grind, man.
Oaklawn's
Oaklawn's
been
right
up
beside
there.
you. Yeah,
obviously Simmons is kicking butt. That's up that way. The Double B's is another one that's up there. I'm just going over the sponsors like you do, but all of them that are there. No, listen, it's fantastic to be there. I mean, it's a grind for you.
Does it seem like the Brett Favre meeting was like a year ago?
Yes, it does. And again, I saw Brett Favre on TV last night.
Oh, did you?
Boy, he was struggling.
Is he?
He was struggling a little bit, but he was just talking about sports and what's going on in our country right now. That's why I mentioned the Trump dance. He was mentioning that and what's going on in sports and where we're getting again. But he was struggling a little bit, and I don't know if he just wasn't in the. I think because you gave him a Q&A, you may have helped him. I don't know if he's quick enough on his feet speaking about this as he would be talking about X's and O's, but he was on there. But I thought about that. I thought, man, when was that?
I know it seems
that
like
was a big room.
It was back in August. It was because Pittman.
Really?
I think it was right towards just before September, the very end of August. I think
was he the kickoff of the big names?
It was Sam Pittman and Brett Favre number 2. He was the second meeting, and then Ray Lewis after that.
Brett, Ray, and who was third?
Dickerson.
That was boom, boom. Wow.
Yeah,
that does seem like
It's 4 months. It's a lot of. But anyway, listen. I appreciate you guys' support and it's fun and
thanks so much.
And then Arkansas Urology, so we could have it live.
Absolutely.
And Arkansas PBS was great, but I thought Jordan Rogers. The interesting thing.
He was fun to listen to.
Jordan Rogers yesterday. Not only did Jordan Rogers, but also Aaron Rodgers. Both those guys, not once has one college scholarship offer. Not one.
Late bloomers.
Yeah,
I heard Jordan say that.
Yeah, so they end up going to Butte Junior College. Both of them, and one of them ends up being one of the greatest players to ever play in the NFL. Four-time MVP Aaron Rodgers, and so that's a remarkable story and a reminder, all you kids out there, that you may be a late bloomer. And but I thought that was, and dude was good at Vanderbilt.
He had some interesting thoughts too when he was on Acree's show.
Yes.
He had some non-directed. It was not pointed.
Yeah,
but he had some criticism for Bobby Petrino.
Yeah, he did.
He did. I'm not sure if he said it during the touchdown club, but I heard his interview.
He did a little bit. He talked about he didn't like.
He didn't mention his name, but he said, he said they're a bit. What they're going to do is a bit obvious.
Yeah, he doesn't like the pistol formation and them not running, and he didn't like that whole philosophy that Petrino. He didn't get into it as much on the Q&A with me. Yes.
On the D3 Auto Sales text line, why is David Pollack not speaking? Must have missed it.
Yeah, he has a no compete clause with ESPN. And his agent thought we could get it done. But then the more we thought about it, he's not allowed to be able to go talk publicly about and get paid because he's getting paid, but the no-compete clause.
And this is fairly common in television.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but I don't understand. What's he competing with?
So in other words, they say, okay, we're going to let you go, and we're going to pay you, just like Mark May. We're going to pay you to not do anything.
Who's the weather guy around here?
What's that? Yeah,
weather guy around here, I believe, had one, right?
Yeah, Barry's done that. Sully had a no compete.
It's really common in television.
No, I understand. I don't know what he's competing against.
So what it is just to say, if we're going to pay you, we don't want you doing anything anywhere else. You're not making any money anywhere else. because we're going to pay you because you're our property, basically. You're our contract just to do that. So if you want us to pay you this large sum.
But see, to me, now, having Barry and all these, and I'm quite aware of all that, if I may borrow from George Costanza, I am aware. No, but to me, Barry can't do it, and they had to go to Florida to get their face out of here and do all those sort of things, save Sully and all that. But this cat, this brings him here, puts more eyes on their product.
No, but they
Well,
don't
they
want
fired
him.
him. They don't want
They
that.
fired him.
See, they fired him, but they're still paying him. It's like buying out.
See, you know what? Here's the deal. I didn't know they fired him.
Yeah,
I'm not in the loop on that one.
They let when I say let him go, they
Because he might say something negative
or whatever.
That's their fear.
They're like, we're going to pay you still, but you can only do stuff for us.
Okay, that's
and
for
we're just gonna
free.
pay you to sit down.
If he wants to, now he can go out and do free stuff, his own podcast, but he can't go and start making money.
That's a head coach. You can't go anywhere else. You can't.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, I got you. All right. It makes more sense to me now.
That's it.
I didn't know Pollock was fired. I don't watch it enough to know.
That was
So
2 years ago.
apologize.
And so what we did, we were
2 years
afraid.
ago.
Yeah,
They paid him a
I know.
buttload.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Mark May had a long time agreement. We can ask Mark.
Did not know that.
And
But
so,
did Mark? But you got Mark though.
yeah, but at the time it was TV. I think they Mark didn't care.
Okay,
but
right
this
on.
agent
All right,
was.
Thanks for bringing me
yeah,
up.
He
Thanks
was,
for asking that question.
Yeah, he was nervous about maybe ESPN. I said, we don't want to take the risk because here's
Sure.
the deal: if I brought him in, we're going to talk about Sam and the situation. Let's say if they lose Louisiana Tech next week, we would have to talk about it, and he would not be able to do that. So
I got you.
So anyway, because of the double bye week, that would have been 15 weeks. So we still got a normal 14 weeks in per year that we
good
did.
deal.
So
Good deal. Well,
yeah.
Thanks for catching me up on that.
Last night the Cowboys just looked. They just looked. You sort of saw.
Dude, they get 3 wins.
Yeah,
not a one at
not
home.
one game at home. I wonder, Josh, if you can find it. The last time the Cowboys.
I hope you don't. I don't
the
want to know.
Cowboys have been winless at home for the season. Which
BAZZEL?
was it that year before Jimmy? Or that first year with Jimmy?
Well, they only won one game, and that was against the Skins. I mean, that 1 year that they did, they've never gone complete, but they've only won one game before, and it was the Skins, and that could have been.
I don't know what their schedule looks like the rest of the year.
When I'm looking at that, and Mixon is just dude,
looks good.
Oh my gosh! He's running.
Oklahoma? He played Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Cincinnati. Cincinnati.
When that first drive, when
he's
he
fast.
goes through,
I know.
dude, he runs by everybody.
He did. He's fast.
Listen, nobody's touching him.
Everybody else is slow motion.
Oh, it's slow motion, and he picked up 3 on that, and then he's doing the high step and going into the end zone of a Cowboy on another one, and I'm thinking, this is embarrassing to see the Dallas Cowboys like that, and I don't own them.
I know.
Could
you imagine Jared Pickett with all those millions he puts in? And
the stadium's falling apart, the team's falling apart, cats and dogs living together. Pardon?
What was the deal? I saw
the
story.
When it opened up, it was a panel or something.
They opened
fell,
up, yeah.
That's when it fell. But we could chop somebody's head off.
How symbolic.
Absolutely. It's falling apart. Falling apart. No, dude. It's embarrassing.
The other thing, the Razorbacks played last night in basketball, and they won. It was tight there for a little bit because Pacific kept making threes. And then
Big Z's a shot blocker.
Yeah, listen, he does it all in threes and twos. And
Joe did a great job.
Yeah, Joe Klein
Joe was on there.
Yeah, Joe was on the call.
A little concerned. They played 7 guys last night. It's November.
Yeah.
It's not excellent.
Yeah, because they have just banged up guys.
They have 9 guys on scholarship, and Adu didn't play last night. Just would like to see some more guys. You know what I mean? Just because you don't want to. You hope you're not exhausted by the time that March and February.
I tell you, we're looking at Thero, who was the leading scorer, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 4 steals. They need him on the football field. He is a big
Good
dude.
Lord, yeah.
Good Lord, he is. I mean, his biceps
well built too.
Yeah,
get wide frame,
dunking it like a beast. And then he had a Boogie Flan, 20 points, 4 steals, 3 assists. Wagner, 14 points, 5 assists, and they took care of business. And again, for the second time now, you've heard Coach Cal, and we've got we'll play it at some point this morning, asking everybody who's got these season tickets, give them to somebody and use them. I'm telling you, it didn't look like there were 5,000 people. I don't think there were 5,000 people in the stand, Roger. If you look at the picture I sent you.
That is disgusting.
I mean, it is what it is. It's a Monday night.
I agree, but it's terrible.
But so he said, listen, give your tickets to somebody. Find somebody who wants to come because the rest of you are not going to have access to do it. I know it's a Monday night and this is tough.
And people don't. It's too much of a hassle for somebody to do that. Even if they were to, if one person does it, if you could get a collective to do all of that, or a collection of all the folks, to do all that, that'd be one thing. It's an 8:00 ball game.
Yep. it was 7.
Or 7, whatever. But it's dark. It's it feels like it's midnight outside. It's cold. It's rainy up there. It's on a Monday night. If this was played in June, where it was more light out, I think that more people would go. You know what? I don't feel depressed. It's light out, so let's go to a ball game. Who knows?
It's a Monday night coming off the weekend. It's
you got to play it again. You got to play. You can play it at midnight. Nobody cares.
Yeah,
same thing. They should have beat them. They beat them, and you got to play that one so you can play some of these other players.
He's used to having over in Kentucky, no matter who it is. Josh, it'd be
we didn't have him. Musk brought him in.
It'd be interesting to see. Of course, they may not have the figures at Kentucky because you know what they listed last night, the attendance? 19,200, which is, I'm telling you, there was nobody there.
A Razorback game?
Yeah.
Well, so who's counting that? Are there poll checkers in Pennsylvania that are putting those numbers on?
They should do actual attendance.
Well, of course they should.
They're not
turnstile.
Yeah,
turns
they're not good.
gate.
Yeah.
What's that for? Is that for tax purposes?
I guess they don't want it to show how that looks like there's 3,000 people.
Hey,
there.
if you can claim that 19,000 people bought tickets, why not do it? Because we know that we're not 19,000 people.
Yeah,
in
you
that
start
arena.
throwing out those numbers. Who cares? For whatever reason, they've been doing it forever that way.
Hey, one other thing too. We'll talk with Bruce James coming up a little bit about the Texas game and about next week. And by the way, Louisiana Tech worries me a little bit. They were. I was reading up. They worried me a little bit.
Stop it!
Don't do that. Mississippi State looks good.
So do you? Hey, well, they hung around. Listen, we're the better team. We should win, but that team's playing well. Hey, remember we talked about Missouri, and I said I thought we'd played on Saturday before.
Yeah.
And did we figure that out? They had.
They probably had at some point, right? But it's mostly Friday.
2020. And I was thinking, it was a COVID. They asked if they could move it. I was thinking in my mind. I thought I know we've played that game recently on Saturday. Not normally. One of my worst trips of my entire life. Every other year is going to. No offense, Josh. Is going to Columbia.
That's a winnable game this year, by the way.
Well, boy, I tell you what.
They hung tough the other night. We're proud of that.
They should. They're going to be shooting themselves. If you're the
Horrible
defense,
defensive effort.
You're so embarrassed that the offense makes that kind of effort to win the game, and then you let them come back and score.
The Sellers kid, though, from South Carolina is pretty good.
My gosh! And then Rocket Sanders.
Rocket looks so.
It looked like we saw him.
Good for him, man. Like good for him because he needed a new home.
Yeah,
and he looks really, really good, really refreshed.
Looked like he was when he was a freshman with us. By the way, Roger, last night. I'm fighting this little bug, and I start watching Elvis, 68 Special. Man, he looked good, but he was nervous.
I had no idea. You said you had video or discs of the outtakes that may be in all the outtakes.
It's fascinating. If you love Elvis, it's a fascinating documentary on Netflix.
If you love Elvis, if you're a historian, you want to know about some of the stuff, whether you. For whatever reason, and you hear some of the stuff going on, I was going to tell you not to watch it for one reason because I know you'd get real upset with the Colonel again. What a shyster!
Yeah,
what a bum. All right, Bruce is here. I was wondering what was doing on Tuesday. What a bum! What a bum! But nobody. Elvis's dad was not the brightest, bulb in the.
How about Elvis going out to the first song he messes up? Yeah, right. And then
start over.
Then he has to stand.
GD's favorite is his favorite.
Yeah, I know. And he goes, Steve, come. I'm a little
nervous up here.
Come on, Steve, help me out.
Seeing Bruce Springsteen, Conan O'Brien talk about him as well, saying the dude looked like a Greek god with those cheekbones that he's coming out to. Yeah, I'm getting a little excited. It's almost I sound like Josh talking about some. It was fantastic. Hour and a half.
Return of the King.
It moves fast. It moves fast. Samantha and I were both talking. Never been a big fan of that color hair of Priscilla.
Oh,
Never,
Priscilla. Yeah, Priscilla's face looks. I just feel bad.
And then I'm flipping around the other day. Maybe it was on. I don't know what happens. The algorithms. Then I see an episode of Dallas on my phone pops up with her. Going after Bobby. Back in the day. Back in the day she was on there. But anyway, if you're a fan of that, you got to watch it. And you can't just use it as background. You need to pay attention. It's a quick hour and a half.
All right, don't go away. 6:30 here on Morning Mayhem.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater Holton Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
This is SportsCenter.
Arkansas men's basketball moved to 3-1 last night with a 91-72 win over Pacific. Adu Thiro led the way. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He was 8 for 10 from the floor in his 29 minutes. Boogie Flan also scored 20 points on 6 of 10 shooting, including 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. He was a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. One big note, Jonas Adu, the center for Arkansas, did not play last night, which meant the Hogs had to roll with a 7-man rotation in the game. Up next for the Razorbacks, a Friday meeting with UALR in Fayetteville. It's an 8 o'clock game. You can listen to it right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. Buzz Weather with KARK's Joel Young.
Areas of fog will clear out pretty quickly Tuesday morning with temperatures in the mid-50s. Then in the afternoon, look for plenty of sunshine, highs into the low 70s. But another cold front arrives Tuesday night. That'll bring us a few passing clouds and cooler temperatures. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Joel Young.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to 103.7 The Buzz every Tuesday night at 8 for Between the Mats high school football show with your hosts, Matt Wilcox and Matt McJunkins. You'll hear coaches' interviews, player interviews. You'll also get weekly top 10s and player of the week picks for each classification every week. Plus, t-shirt giveaways and fan interactive pick'em challenges with prizes. Between the Mats on The Buzz each Tuesday is brought to you by Hootens Football, your number one source for Arkansas high school football.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, Bath Makeover of Arkansas started with 50, then 30. Now we've reached the final days. Looking for 20 homeowners to participate in our Rake in the Fall savings event and receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. Bath Makeover is looking to evaluate our exciting new product lines in real bathroom conditions, including our revolutionary new laser etch shower wall system. That's right, you'll be compensated for your time just to determine if our exquisite product lines are the right fit for your bathroom project. Final days. 20 homeowners who call 1-800-NEW-BATH will receive 75% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. Receive a $200 Walmart gift card with purchase and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now to receive a $25 Starbucks gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
An evening with Larry the Cable Guy.
It's a cool anniversary for me tonight. This is my 27th year in the comedy business, and it's my 5th year being funny, so I'm excited about both of them, all right?
Friday, January 17th, Oaklawn Event Center in Hot Springs. On sale now at Oaklawn.com.
Get her done.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Thanksgiving is almost here, which means it's time to start thinking about your holiday plans. This year, save time along with the worry and hassle and let the team at Edwards Food Giant do it for you. Their turkey dinner includes the turkey as well as their signature cornbread dressing, giblet gravy, cranberry sauce, and dinner rolls. All fully cooked, homemade, and ready for you to heat and serve to your family. If that's not enough, their deluxe turkey dinner also includes sweet potato casserole, green beans, and apple pie. Now that's what I call a Thanksgiving spread. Click on EdwardsFoodGiant.com to view their full menus and find out how to order your dinner.
Hey, everybody, this is NFL Hall of Famer Dan Hampton, and I love hanging out with Baz and the boys on the Buzz. Tune in every morning so you can get the news just like I do.
Thank you all for being in the rain and coming to this game. And I'm going to say this for everybody listening. If you have tickets and you're not going to use them, I guess you could go online and give them to the university.
Absolutely.
They'll give them away. Or even better yet, give them to your neighbor. Here, do you want to go to an Arkansas game? Think about the Kansas game, what that game was like, because 50% of the building were people who could never get in the building. And it was made their month being able to be in there and enjoy that. So don't sit on tickets. Either give them away or we'll give them away because, this environment is so good. Now, I'm going to tell you, anybody that came here today in that weather, crazy, and I appreciate you.
He's a former Razorback standout in the trenches. He pulls no punches when it comes to talking Hogs football. Joining Morning Mayhem, it's Bruce James. Brought to you by Scott Lucas Construction, bringing ideas to reality.
Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning. Good morning.
That was before your open there. That was John Calipari talking about giving away tickets.
Yes.
And I love the fact that he said it now 3 games in a row. He thinks it's important enough to say it, which if you don't say it, it's never going to change,
Sure.
and it might not make any difference what he's saying.
Well, Musk preached that himself for
Did he?
3 or 4 years, whatever, about filling up the crowd. Got to get the crowd. They got to do whatever.
Yeah, I still think it's just hard on a Monday night against
Sure.
Pacific.
And
you know?
weather.
Yeah. Good morning, Bruce. Great to have you.
Always great to be here.
Texas game. Hawks had a chance to be. They were in the second half and driving down there 20-10, and on the 25-yard line they fumble, and that was pretty much the game.
You know, I'm known for being critical of the Razorbacks, and let me just say this: I could not be more proud of the way the defense played.
Yeah.
If you go back and look at that, see the effort. Broke down, did everything fundamentally sound. Did what a defense is supposed to do. You get your offense into the fourth quarter to where they have a chance to win the ball game, and offense, obviously. Now, Roger, you remember what you play around here sometimes about what I say about if I'm a defensive lineman, what I would do. If I'm a defensive player right now, I'm chewing some ass on the offensive line. Well,
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to say this year's version, I would be doing the same thing,
Right on.
allowing 6. That's just.
Well, they've done it 3 games in a row now.
It's just not there. It's not there at all.
Of course, they're playing better competition, and when they get better competition, quarterback's better too. Yeah.
But I was very proud. I mean, I was proud that we have coaches that can take a defense that played so poorly and in less than 2 weeks get them ready to go.
Yeah.
And the team responded to that coaching. That's the thing I like about it. So I was very pleased with the defense.
Thought it was interesting. They moved people around. They moved some guys that were second string, like Hudson Clark, that was not a starter. Gave him a start. Keon Stewart, another guy that gave a start to, and he played well.
Hudson Clark was in single coverage a lot of the game. Also, I would say that's the best game I think the secondary's played in SEC
It is.
play. Would you agree?
Yeah, and then they did what they should have done against Ole Miss. Got 3 safeties back there just to make sure nothing was going to get deep on them. Of course, the problem, you only had 76 yards total offense in the first half. Finally, in the second half, they got some rhythm and momentum and were able to put together a few drives. But that's a pretty good defense, too, for Texas. That's not a bad team.
They are.
Yeah, I'm not so sure who the best team. We were talking about Jordan Rogers about that. Who the best team is in the SEC. I'm not sure.
He said Ole Miss. Did he say Ole Miss?
And I would probably lean towards Ole Miss, too.
I think you feel most comfortable with what you're going to see from Ole Miss each week because you know that they're going to get after the passer and they're going to cause a lot of problems.
I mean,
in that category, but you don't know.
You could go Ole Miss. You could go Georgia, Alabama, Texas. All those guys could, depending on what day it is. And I'm telling you what, Florida will play Ole Miss tough this week.
They will.
Yeah, they'll stand in the swamp. They got some confidence and momentum, and it's tough to play down there. And so now you got 2 games left, Bruce. Got to take care of business next week. Yeah. I told the guys, Louisiana Tech's record is misleading. They lost, I think, 3 games, Josh. You can look it up, overtime, either 2 or 3 in overtime. They just beat the number 1 team in the conference in Western Kentucky this past week. So, and it's got a Sonny Cumbie, who's been around.
TCU.
He's been a coach.
Yeah, old school area.
That's right. He's been a coach around. So, Roger, we have stumbled against teams like this before. It won't be a big crowd. They better come out ready to play.
You've taken everything right out of my mouth. Look, this team could beat us easily. If you don't get,
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
They got great coaching. They go back and look who they've lost to and how they've lost to it.
But
Louisiana Tech is going to get after us big time, and if we could be playing UAB again.
Well, that's what I said.
We could relive it.
Yeah.
This is a scary game for me.
Still 21.5, I think, Bruce.
On the Oaklawn
Sports app. Let me double check.
Thank you, Roger.
Not enough.
Whoa, I like the confidence, Josh.
They're horrific on offense. They're a really bad offensive team. They're playing close games, but it's not like they've got a couple of, they have 14-10 win over UTEP, a 9-3 loss against Sam Houston, a 12-7 win over Western Kentucky.
So can I present my case?
Please.
Look at UAB's record right now.
I know.
Look at Oklahoma State's record.
But there's a performance aspect to it. It's like what you're capable of. this team offensively is not explosive at all.
Yeah.
If you get half the defensive effort you get last week,
yeah,
they won't score 20
I
points.
think if we come out ready to play, we will beat them easily.
Sure.
I think so. Yeah, but we better come ready to play.
Also, if they don't come out prepared,
Yeah.
like I mean, it's the game Sam Pittman cannot lose.
No, you can't.
He cannot
You
lose this
lose it.
game.
That's right.
So if his team is not prepared, then he shouldn't be a head coach anywhere, right? Because there's so much personally for him on the line this game, and he can make it personal for him. I'm fine with him using that motivation, but if they're not ready for this game, he shouldn't be a coach anywhere.
Yeah, you got to win. Yeah, well, if he loses this game, he's fired, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think he's done. Right.
Again, I don't think that goes on his resume. That he's fired. I think he will step down. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
He's
but
he's got to win this game. He's got to get to a bowl game.
He's decided to retire.
Yes.
Well,
his hip. It's my hip. My arm.
You could lose. Could you lose this game and beat Missouri and go to a bowl game and still be okay?
No.
Okay.
To me, it's
you.
latte. Yeah, you should not.
You win. It'd be
there's-
such an embarrassment at home. You got to win this game. That's true.
Yeah.
661-1037 is the number if you want to be.
Especially taking the number 3 team to the brink.
Yeah, as well as they got to bounce back and play well this next week.
You got to stack them up
and play this week. I tell you what, the LSU, Bruce, they're out of the top 25 as quickly after they beat Ole Miss. They were sticking their chest out and. Where you come to Baton Rouge, Death Valley, where your dreams die, and all this stuff, and now they've lost 3 in a row.
Yeah, and he's in a lot of trouble down there.
There's some heat down there.
Yeah, oh yeah. They're not. It's not. I don't know. I'm sure you've seen and Roger's seen in the paper and everything else. He got into it with 2 players. That doesn't happen in Baton Rouge when
he said, "Who the f do you think you are?"
Yeah, he's lost the dressing room.
Well, then that's a death now. And again, now LSU, A&M, Texas, name a few more. They don't tolerate losing long term like the Hogs may.
Yeah,
we're building something.
No. They spend way too much money.
Yeah.
They got way too many resources of great players in the state of Louisiana. Is loaded with high school players. Certainly, we know what's over in Texas. And no, I mean he's never been quite the fit. He's won there and all that, but he's not the players. When he loses, it's always the players. I remember Coach Bryant when they were losing in Alabama my senior year over there. They went 6-4 and all, and he was taking all the blame. He said, it's me. Coach Sprawl's the same way.
All of them did.
You don't throw your players on the bus. That guy does.
And no coaches there. No coach. You had to take it. Yeah, look, I'm a man. I'm 40. Come after me.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Right.
So even then, that's really now. Josh.
Well, no, they didn't take it with you personally after the game.
Right.
I mean,
No. You know what I mean. You didn't throw the kid under the bus. You come after me. I'll take care of it.
This is how detailed those guys were. And I remember I was a sophomore, so we didn't know how to handle the press. Mm-hmm. According to Coach Walls, I mean, he didn't like for you because he didn't know what you were going to do.
Sure.
I mean, as a sophomore. Yeah. So we played Tulsa, and I don't know, 49-0 or whatever. And he rushes in. We get inside, and he said, "Now, all you sophomores, whatever." He said, "Listen, Tulsa's a good ball club. They just had a bad day today because we got to play these guys next year, and this is what I want you to say if you get asked."
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
So,
and again, another part of that is don't think that you're so good that they can't beat you.
Exactly.
You better stay on top of it. We're supposed to beat these teams, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it the right way. Yeah.
So yesterday, and Josh, I brought this up before, and Roger brought it up yesterday, and that's why I sent you guys the text from Lane Kiffin.
Yep.
So Lane Kiffin revealed that coaches do not want to play in this SEC championship game.
He says that this is what they're saying.
Yeah, he said, I talked to other coaches, the reward to get a bye in the college football playoff versus the risk to get knocked out completely, that's really a big risk. Saban came out and said it on game day the other day. He said, we would not even get to the SEC championship, and we would end up, he said, we won 2 national championships and did not play in the SEC championship. You almost get a benefit by letting the other teams knock themselves out. So that's why I'm just saying, golly, it's such a disadvantage. I know there's money there, but you look at Division II, Division III, they don't play. Listen, they don't care about a stupid conference championship. It's about the playoffs. Yeah. And I think at some point that will change. But now look at all these teams that are trying to get to Atlanta.
I don't know if the extra game knocks you out.
It knocks a second. It's it can knock the second team out.
I think.
It can-
See, I don't know if it does.
It does.
I think it's circumstantial. It depends on what team it is.
It's done in the SEC before because,
but not in the 12 team.
But I think it could here. I think there's a good chance it could here.
Yeah.
So the question again, there's so much money in the conference championships.
That's
it
the
may not
deal.
go, but I'm just telling you, if the goal is to win a national championship, it doesn't matter. It's just what have you done? Get to the playoffs, get in that top 12, and move on. So the question is now. Is Alabama the better team? Is Georgia? Georgia has a big win over Tennessee, Bruce. That was a big win.
I think I think Alabama is making a comeback. I think their quarterback had been slowed a little bit that we really didn't know about. I'd look for Bama to come on strong. And their coach is a late-year coach. If you look at his record, it places.
Could A&M beat Texas in the last game?
Yes,
because they're at home.
Because it's a rival game.
Yeah,
and
right.
you throw it out, man.
Yeah.
This is
I think they could too.
Yeah,
you throw it out.
You throw it out.
I think. Listen, they're playing at home. I think I've seen them both play in person.
Oh, no.
A&M's good enough to beat Texas at home, and I think it could happen.
Look, I'm just going to say this: if Texas's quarterback plays the way he did against Arkansas and against the Aggies, they're going to have problems.
Yeah. It's in some of that. But by the way, too, I got a chance to meet Arch Manning's dad, Cooper Manning.
Cooper?
Yeah, very nice. And I was watching Roger last night. The Manning.
Yeah.
I'm
That's the
telling
only thing that's
those,
enjoyable for me.
those darn Mannings are everywhere. They do such a good job.
Well, even what's his name brought him up last week. Yesterday.
Who's that?
Your guest. I'm sorry, Bruce.
Yeah,
Your guest.
what did he say
He was
about-
talking about Manning. I mean,
About good he is.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cooper was an unbelievable wide receiver.
Yeah, until he got hurt.
And he was never going to be a quarterback, but when he had the neck injury that ended his career at Ole Miss, he would have been an outstanding college football player.
Yeah, I think he's still doing stuff for the NFL. One of the networks, Josh. I
Cooper?
think. Yeah, I think I saw him interview somebody Sunday.
Maybe NFL Network.
Maybe that's what it is. Or one of the two networks.
I've never seen that. I didn't know that. I knew he was behind the scenes a lot.
On the point you're making about the SEC, so let's just say everybody else wins out, and somebody has to lose that at A&M Texas game. There's gonna be 6 teams with 2 losses in the conference.
Yeah. Somebody's going to be obviously shut out.
I've got no idea how the tiebreak works in that situation.
I'm with you. Yeah.
But I feel like also Texas needs to win out because Texas's best win right now is who? Vanderbilt?
Is that right? Is that the best win they've got?
Florida?
Yeah.
Who?
Texas.
Who's their best win?
What's their best win?
Their best win.
No, they got
lost
beat by
to
Georgia. That's right. I know.
Right?
I can't come up with it.
I know. That's what I'm
Texas
saying.
and Vanderbilt.
There's not a lot of great wins. I tell you the one who's been through the toughest run is Georgia. Good Lord, they've had to go on the road and play Alabama and Texas.
Well, after years in the East, you know
Now,
they can
you
play
know
some
what?
good
That's
teams.
exactly right. I agree 100%. All right, Raj, we need to check our D3 Auto Sales text line. If you haven't texted us, you can 661-1037. Don't go away. 646 rather. This is David Bazzell for Simmons Bank. You know, Simmons Bank was founded way back in 1903 in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, with first-day deposits of around $3,300. Today, Simmons has over $27 billion in assets and employs more than 3,000 associates across 6 states. They are a community bank taking as much pride in customer relationships as they do in their extensive products and services. For more than 120 years, Simmons Bank has worked hard to make their customers' financial goals become reality. Whether those goals look like buying a home, purchasing that new car you've always wanted, or starting a business, or maybe even sending a child to college, or simply having greater confidence when it comes to managing your money. What started as a small hometown bank in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, more than 120 years ago, Simmons Bank has grown strong ever since. Speaking of strong, Forbes ranked Simmons Bank one of the world's best banks on its 2023 list. Stop in and visit any of their over 200 banking locations. Simmons Bank was born in Arkansas and is here to serve Arkansans like you and me every day, every month, every year. That's Simmons Bank.
Black Friday, Brown Friday, Blue Friday, Floral Friday. Doesn't matter. It's all priced just right at Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor, where comfort meets style. No matter what color it is. Through December 2nd, save up to 50% on select items, 35% on sectionals, plus 30% off store-wide. The color choice and style are all yours. Shop extended hours to outfit any room in your home at Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor, Shackelford Galleries of Little Rock. Long live the lazy.
Oh, I wish I could have been there when the truck pulled into Genesis of Conway with all those incredible automobiles, those GV80s from Genesis, and watched them come off that truck, knowing that Genesis of Conway can get you into one of those incredible automobiles at 2.9% interest for 60 months right now. Oh, I'd love to see your face when you first take that test drive. It's incredible. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men in the world, decided that his newspaper, the Washington Post, would not give an endorsement to either candidate for president. When the predictable backlash came, he explained, "Something we are doing is clearly not working. Most people believe the media is biased. Anyone who doesn't see this is paying scant attention to reality, and those who fight reality lose." Doublebee's always pays attention to reality. Our 34 locations in Arkansas are here to serve you, not some irrelevant agenda. We have the things you need right now with quality, value, and convenience built in. Doublebee's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
If you already scheduled your garage door tune-up for just $79, please disregard this message. If you don't have a garage door, you're off the hook. For the rest of you, why would you spend more than just $79? Overhead Door Company of Little Rock will perform their garage door tune-up and safety inspection for just $79 on up to 3 garage doors and openers. Call 501-510-6399 or schedule online, overheaddooroflittlerock.com.
Hello, this is Justin Acree. If foot or ankle pain is slowing you down, it's time to visit the experts at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Doctors Martin, Matthews, and Parham provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for foot and ankle issues. From common problems to more serious conditions, they're here to get you back on your feet, literally. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Bass tournaments and some of the best fishing spots in the state. It's Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings with Big Sarge and his crew. Fishing Arkansas is presented by Shelter Agent Jamie Marsh, Stanley Hardware, Petra's Farm and Grill. Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings on 103.7 The Buzz.
This is Miss Arkansas 2023 Corey Keller, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
I want that son of a dead. I want him dead. I want him dead. I'm dead. What, am I alone in this world? Did I ask you what you're trying to do? Did I ask you what you're trying to do? I want you to get this where he breathes. I want you to find this Nancy boy Elliot Ness. I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to out his ashes.
So am I alone in this thing?
So
That's
good.
like when you're at home with your wife and your kids and you're going, "What, am I all alone here? I'm telling you."
I was trying to think what movie that was going to be from. First I thought, is it Godfather? Is it not Godfather, but the Casino?
Scarface.
What is it?
Scarface.
Scarface. Yes.
He was Scarface.
The same guy, and he was in all those.
Well, he was Scarface in that movie, but what was the movie?
De Niro.
What was the movie?
This was Elliot Ness.
Correct. Untouchable.
Untouchables, yeah.
But, he was Scarface.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
But, the Al Capone was called Scarface, and that's who he was.
That's right. He was so good in this role. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. He bulked up.
And Kevin Costner before he went Yellowstone was really good.
Again, all right. I'll give you the. We'll go ahead and do Sean Connery.
Oh yes.
When he confronts Elliot Ness, who says that he's a Treasury officer, and then Sean Connery walks away, and Ness goes, "What are you doing? I got a gun in my pocket. What are you doing?" "You said you were a Treasury officer. Why would someone say they are that? That is not." So he's not lying. How about that? Oh my God! If you don't have good
acting chops.
Is that not it? Come on!
Yeah, it's a great scene in that.
Great
so
scene.
Good.
It's so good.
Coming up a little bit later, thanks to Scott Lucas Construction, and you can check out
this show's therapy.
All the work that they do on lucasconstructionar.com.
We certainly appreciate them.
Yeah, I got to give away $103.70. It's around 7:30 or somewhere in the next hour.
Right.
This is about not football in regards to Louisiana Tech, but some of the pop culture surrounding it.
Well, we will just say we know all the notable people that are graduates or alumni of Louisiana Tech.
Yes. Who, when you would say that, if you said that at Arkansas, what would be the ones at Arkansas when you think U of A? You go Jerry Jones, Bill.
I was talking about singer. I was thinking about singers. I don't even know if there is one.
Bill Clinton taught at U of A. I don't think he went to. Did he go to school there?
He did. Yeah.
Went to law school. Went to law school there. Yeah. Who else would you go? Would you go?
Wow.
Besides football, is anybody besides football?
Tyson.
Tyson.
Youngest Tyson.
Frank Fletcher.
Frank Fletcher. Yes.
Yeah.
Talk about on the national scene that somebody would know.
National scene.
So if we Google that, Josh, would you Google that and see the most famous non-athletes to attend the University of Arkansas?
McCarty?
Yeah.
What about the actress from North Little Rock, Steenbergen?
Steenbergen?
Yeah.
Did she go to U of A?
I don't know.
I don't know if she did or
no,
not.
you're right. She didn't go there.
Might have gone to ULI.
I don't know. It may just be. It may just. Well, we will say Louisiana Tech. You know, Roger. You had Terry Bradshaw, who's at the Touchdown Club.
Yeah.
Willie Rofe.
Duck Dynasty.
The Duck Dynasty guys.
And the mailman, Carl
Malone. That's
right,
exactly right. Forgot about him. Yeah, who that would be for Arkansas? 661-1037 is the number. 9 days. 9 days until Thanksgiving, Bruce.
Yep.
You got your Thanksgiving deals all lined up and ready to go.
I hope so.
Because Roger, are we?
Is it John Tyson? Do you think it's John Tyson? I mean, because
is that
Jerry doesn't count.
They're not counting Jerry.
Jerry.
He would be an athlete.
Well, he's an
That's
athlete.
right.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, is that it? We have like a Miss Arkansas, Miss America. We had a couple of Miss America. Maybe did they go to U of A?
But Olympians are athletes too.
Yeah, it says it. Not anybody else.
Well, he might not know who some of these folks are. If you're
true,
yeah.
But he would have a shot at.
Throw out some names that you know aren't athletes.
Let's see, Donna Axum.
Yeah,
Miss America.
Yeah.
Brent Bradshaw, Peggy Graham, Champion Barbershop. No. Barry Hannah.
No.
E. Lynn Harris.
Interesting.
T.J. Holmes, who is the
he was the guy that was here local, Roger, at 10-11, gets to ABC, and has a good career going, and he gets busted because he and the other girl are hooking up. And they fired both of them at ABC 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Seems like that. Yeah. He was big for him and Justin were big buddies. They were. No, Acree.
Oh, they were, okay.
Darcy Pattison.
Darcy? No, I'm thinking Marcy Darcy from TV.
Yeah. And Nick Pizzolatto, he did True Detective, which they filmed here.
No, don't know. Yeah. Wow, come on.
Ben Rector.
Who?
Ben Rector. Charles Portis, the author of True Grit.
I didn't know he went to U of A.
Yeah. Ben Rector. I think you just made that up.
Pat Summerall played. So
wow, come on.
We
got more notable.
How about that?
We're most known for athlete. No singer. I don't know a singer that's on there.
Bruce, what do you think? Who do you think for the Heisman right now? You know, obviously a lot of folks are talking about the two players at Colorado. You got Deion's son and the Hunter. What's Hunter's last name? Josh.
His last name is Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. Thank you. And he could be the best player in America right now. I mean, he keeps putting up great numbers, and they're going to be in the mix for the playoff. Anybody else? You got the kid at the running back at Boise.
Yeah. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Ben Rector is a popular singer right now, thanks to Chris Kane for sitting upset. I have no idea who Ben Rector is. Exactly. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just want to get that out.
You got quarterback at Oregon. Didn't have a good game against Wisconsin the other night.
I just have to go with the Hunter kid. Anybody that can play his level and play both ways.
Yeah, it's impressive.
There's nobody can do that besides him.
I remember when Deion signed him when it was at Jackson State. And he was the number one player in America. Was going to go to Florida State, and he trusted Deion. Deion said, "I'll help you get there." And Deion said, "Hey, he's the best player in America." No matter, there's no.
Well, I believe that simply because I've watched some film on him, and I haven't seen any of maybe one of their games that were on TV. But when you can play both ways to the level that he's playing and not come out, I mean, you know what it takes to be a college football player, David. I mean, just the fact that what he's got to have in his head to switch from offense to defense.
Right.
And, he would get my vote.
Who is the best player in the SEC this year? Is it? It doesn't matter. Just who's the best? Is it yours? It was yours, right?
No, I would say.
Who else?
I'd say it's Jalen Milroe.
You can make the argument now that Milroe's really heating it up, what he's done. But remember, Ewers was being talked about a few weeks ago as being a guy that was in the mix. There's really not been anybody that really jumps out at you. I mean, we're all thinking, Jackson Dart?
Dart's going to have the stats.
He's going to have numbers, yeah.
They've had a couple really stinkers on offense, though.
It is, as I mentioned earlier, 9 days until Thanksgiving. Hope you've got your plans. We've got a lot of folks who can help out with your meal, whether it be Joe Klein at Corky's or Tori at Down Home Restaurant or Edwards Food Giant, just
family market specials. Listen, we've got you covered if you're looking for something.
All right, don't forget $103.70 coming up. Also, John Daly, Justin Moore, all on the way, 7 o'clock.
This is Chuck Barrett inviting you to listen to me call the Hogs on 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
Razorback football, basketball, and baseball right here on your home of the Hogs. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
The former Dallas police officer who killed a Harding University grad is being sued for millions in his murder. Amber Geiger is serving a 10-year sentence for shooting Botham Jean in his apartment in 2018. She claims she thought he was an intruder in her apartment, so she shot him in self-defense. Jean's family filed a civil lawsuit against her, saying the use of deadly force was not justified. The trial started yesterday. Jean's family is seeking unliquidated damages and could get money from any Geiger book or movie deal in the future. Arkansas is chipping in with relief efforts in Florida and New Mexico. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders signed off on 2 executive orders. One will send $25,000 to Hurricane Milton recovery in Florida. The other will send $5,000 to wildfire and flooding recovery in New Mexico. The money from both orders comes from the Emergency Management Assistance Compact. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Reliance Bank presents Chris Kane when he joins Morning Mayhem every Monday. Rely on Reliance to reach your financial goals. Visit rely.bank for more information.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. Buzz Weather with KARK's Joel Young.
Areas of fog will clear out pretty quickly Tuesday morning with temperatures in the mid-50s. Then in the afternoon, look for plenty of sunshine, highs into the low 70s. But another cold front arrives Tuesday night. That'll bring us a few passing clouds and cooler temperatures. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Joel Young.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hi, I'm Trey Reed from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, inviting you to join me every Wednesday morning for the latest news from the great outdoors. It's brought to you by Arts Marine in North Little Rock, now under new ownership, but with the same familiar faces and incredible service you've known for years, plus the area's best selection of boating parts and supplies.
Whether it's the Razorbacks, the Bears, or the Red Wolves, we've got you covered. On Saturday, the Hogs host the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. Our coverage begins with the Hog Wild Game Day pregame show at 11 a.m. with kickoff at 3 p.m. on 103.7 The Buzz. UCA heads down to Tarleton State to take on the Texans. Pregame begins at 1 p.m. on the Point 94.1 with kickoff at 2. And Arkansas State hosts the Warhawks of Louisiana Monroe. Our coverage begins at 1:30 p.m. on 106.7 Buzz 2 with kickoff at 2 p.m. College football in Arkansas. We've got you covered.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
Deer season is upon us, which of course means it's also Max Prairie Wings season. Whether you're in search of a ground blind or a ladder stand for your favorite hunting spot or trail cameras that text real-time photos to your cell phone, Max has got you covered. And that includes a vast selection of deer rifles, high-quality scopes, rifle ammo, and deer scent. So basically everything you need to bag that big buck. In Stuttgart or online at maxpw.com. Max Prairie Wings, your one-stop shop for all of your hunting needs this hunting season.
Merry Christmas and Happy New You from your Little Rock Athletic Club or Little Rock Racquet Club. Yes, the new you. There will be one this next year when you hear this. 50% off the joining fee right now through December 31st at your Little Rock Racquet Club or Little Rock Athletic Club. That resolution you make is so easy to stick to with so many different ways to exercise at either your Little Rock Racquet Club or Little Rock Athletic Club. People will witness the fitness.
Thanksgiving is almost here, which means it's time to start thinking about your holiday plans. This year, save time along with the worry and hassle and let the team at Edwards Food Giant do it for you. Their turkey dinner includes the turkey as well as their signature cornbread dressing, giblet gravy, cranberry sauce, and dinner rolls. All fully cooked, homemade, and ready for you to heat and serve to your family. If that's not enough, their deluxe turkey dinner also includes sweet potato casserole, green beans, and apple pie. Now that's what I call a Thanksgiving spread. Click on edwardsfoodgiant.com to view their full menus and find out how to order your dinner.
Need a bathroom or kitchen remodeled? Call Scott Lucas Construction. Scott Lucas has been in the business since 2010. They specialize in all things remodeling. What started as new home construction has evolved to become Central Arkansas's leading home renovation company. The Scott Lucas team is passionate about reimagining spaces, helping breathe new life into your home. If you're ready to imagine what your home can be, call 501-499-5885 or visit their Facebook page. Scott Lucas Construction, bringing ideas to reality.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
What's up, everyone? It's Christian Weaver for The Zone. On Tuesday, the guys are going to be back in studio. We'll be talking to Clint Conk thanks to Farm Brothers Flying Service. A lot to break down in the Natural State Football Report. In the second hour, we'll talk to Brad McCray from Brewskis. EY Craner will come on thanks to the Old Bank Restaurant for his reading recommendation. And then in the final hour, Susan Irwin Prowse will come on thanks to Willie Dees for her keys to the weekend. It's all that and much more. Tuesday in The Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing together.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
If I can change.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
And you can change.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Everybody can change.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, 7:06. So glad you're listening. We appreciate you. Can't do it without you. You've got choices, and we really are happy and blessed that you're hanging out with us every morning. Well, regardless of how you watch it, Roger, it could be on the app. It could be on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X, all the things.
Yeah, I don't know what else.
We're glad you're listening. Justin Moore will jump on here just a second. We got Bruce James brought to you by Scott Lucas Construction. If you got any renovation plans or if you need a house built, bathroom redone, kitchen,
I do.
Give those folks a call. Good people, and you can find them online at lucasconstructionar.com. Football Touchdown Club wraps up yesterday for the year, 14 straight weeks. Glad that's done. Thanks for everybody being a part of that. We hope you enjoyed it. If you can't make it, you've enjoyed listening on the Buzz or through the other streams. And been a good year, a lot of fun. Hard to believe it's 14 straight weeks. And honored a great group of young men and women yesterday, Raj, for the Ken Hatfield Sportsmanship Award. Bruce, these were all, you've been there. Right. It started as a James Street Award. All the things that you say good about a young man or woman, that they may be the great players, they may not play. It doesn't matter. These are the ones that the coaches go, they make a difference on our team and the community. And Jordan Rogers turned around and told those young men and women, and I did too, you're ahead of the game. If this is what your coaches are saying about you now, you've got a great chance to be successful. And those kind of kids don't always get the pat on the backs.
Right.
You're all it's about money a lot of times, and about NIL and all the kind of stuff.
Yep.
It was about being the right kind of young man and woman yesterday, and so I thought it was good.
You've done such a wonderful job with that, David. When we conceived it many years ago, and then the Texans got involved, and it's just grown and grown and grown, and I'm really impressed with how you do it every year. And we want to thank Robert Yates.
I thanked him yesterday at the Touchdown Club. He helped get all those together for the coaches. Hard to believe that whole sportsmanship award started with those Texas guys. Bless you, the Texas guys who wanted to give money to the Touchdown Club. They love what we were doing, and but it's been a fun year. We've had some great speakers, and appreciate everybody listening and all the comments and sharing, and all makes a difference. I think we've got one of the best in America, and it takes everybody, our sponsors, listeners. I tell you, when our speakers come, they feel that energy in the room, man. They feel, man, this is not like Mobile and Atlanta and Tallahassee. There's something different about this club. There's such a community there. Everybody just enjoys seeing everybody. And
a lot of ladies. As you pointed out,
a lot of ladies yesterday for Jordan Rogers, yes.
But still, I mean, a lot of female come to that. It's not just a stuffy old smoke-filled room with old guys.
He made a funny comment, Jordan Rogers, yesterday about, you don't think about, he's going through this thing with The Bachelor. There's 25 other guys kissing on his future wife. I mean, it's sort of a weird deal. And listen, they're still together. And, interesting, they live in Puerto Rico. Wow. They live in Puerto Rico, and and he, it's okay. Most of the time when you live in Puerto Rico, you think, okay, that's where you're going to live and stay. Well, that sucker's coming back every weekend to call games. So interesting lifestyle, but he seems to like it down there. Did talk about his brother, didn't want to go there. I asked him about it, and he said, just don't want to go there. It's funny, he and his brother both received no scholarship offers. He goes, you remember, here's a quiz for you, Bruce. Who was the coach at Vanderbilt when he was there? And that turned the program around and put them on the course they are now. Clark Lee obviously doing a great job. You remember who it was? 2011, 2012? He's not there anymore. He's at a Big Ten team. Is in the top 10 right now.
Yeah. No,
you
can't remember.
Rod, you want to help him out?
I'll give you the initials. Let me give you the initials. You want the initials?
No. But you go ahead and give it to me because you want to.
I'll give you a famous American. First name is Ben, the famous American. Last name, think of one of the founding fathers. Ben who?
Franklin.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Franklin is now at Penn State.
That's right, James Franklin.
So,
that's
James
right.
Franklin. Thank you very much.
I think we got Jay in there. Good morning, Jay. You there? You hear us?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are y'all?
Yeah, doing good. Yeah, we're talking about Jordan Rogers and James Franklin. They go in that the 2 years that he's there with James Franklin, they win more games than they have like in 100 years. They went to back-to-back bowls, which they had never done. They'd only gone to 4 bowl games in the history of that football program. But the one we talked about, Justin, I text you about that year. It was Petrino's last year, the year where we wound up in the top 5, 11-2. They had us beat. It was they were on the 4-yard line, getting ready to score again. Maybe it was a 6-yard line.
Was that like 09?
No, it was 2011.
2011.
Okay. And so all they got to do.
I think I was at that game.
Were you?
Maybe.
Yeah. So they hand off to Stacy, that good running back. He fumbles. Jerry Franklin picks it up, runs it back 96 yards. It goes from, instead of 35 to 20, 28 to 20. I think they go for extra two. They end up getting a field goal to take the lead. Jordan Rogers takes them right back down the field with 30 seconds left or a minute left. They get down to the 10-yard line to kick the field goal to send to overtime. The kid misses the 20-yard field goal or whatever it was.
That was a good team, too. They had Jordan Rogers, Zach Stacy,
and
Jordan
Matthews,
and they had Casey Hayward, I think is what he said, too.
It was a good team.
They had some really good players.
And but we were very fortunate to win that game. I remember Rogers, somebody saying Paul Lills. I guess that was not too far removed from losing Paul, because I remember somebody saying Paul Lills. Of course, Paul Lills had a connection with Vandy too in Nashville. Yeah. That they blew it right. But anyway, he was an impressive guy. And listen, of course, can you name the Vanderbilt quarterback who came to Fayetteville, who beat us in Fayetteville, when Houston Nutt was a coach.
Cutler?
That's exactly right. Give Justin some corkies.
Right out of the chute, yeah. Get him set up.
Coming up a little bit later, we're going to have the question of the day for $103.70. Somebody's already texted us and said they've got the answer. 10 acres is what they've said right off the bat. So, yeah.
Well, we're not going to talk about the Grove. I'll promise you that.
So Justin,
unless Justin's going to tell me again, and Roger's going to play it again.
No.
Count on it.
Actually, you want to hear this question today? I think Justin.
Justin might know it.
We'll see. We'll see if Justin can be phone a friend guy.
Hey, speaking of the question, this will have something to do with it. Don't forget, Roger, Oaklawn. I mean, we are right around the corner from live racing starting. It's December 6th. Yes. So go ahead and start making your plans. We're going to be over there
Thursday.
We'll be over there. The show is Friday, so we'll be there Thursday, Friday, and we'll be there Saturday for the first day of racing.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Realize that. Well, we'll be there Thursday because of Mainline Sports Bar Trivia.
Spend the night.
Get
there. Do the show.
Go right. Take whatever wings I have. Take them right upstairs. Into the room, do the show at Swing Suite, then back on Saturday. How about that?
Right. And Bruce, these are the shows, by the way, speaking of entertainers, which we were a minute ago, Headliner Entertainment that's at Oaklawn Event Center. Trace Atkins, which is January 3rd. Larry the Cable Guy, January 17th. Jay Leno, March 1st. Wow. So Nikki Glazer's already sold out. Kenny G is already sold out. So you need to go to Oaklawn.com to go ahead and start making your plans.
Well, you need to go to Oaklawn.com, start making all your plans so you can find out who's coming in the next couple of months.
That's right.
So you can get in on it.
And to be honest with you, hotels. If you want to try to get a hotel for Arkansas Derby weekend or one of the state races, you need to do that now. So they've been a great partner, and so we appreciate them. Sure 9 days from Thanksgiving, by the way.
Do you think she's funny, Raj?
I've only seen her that one time on at the Tom Brady deal. I didn't know who she was. So
she's edgy, man.
I think she's really funny. I actually went and saw her at a little club in Nashville. Yeah. This was, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I mean, she's dirty. But no, she really
she is.
Her comedy.
She is. Oh my gosh!
But she is funny.
You know what? And here's the thing. Just on that, because for whatever reason, I'm not used to hearing
a girl talk like
a dirty girl.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Out of the house.
It's pretty out there.
We heard some of the old, but they were on network TV, and you never heard them getting blue. Nobody got blue.
Listen, I can't.
So she's hilarious. We've had some great comedy.
Yeah,
a couple of females at Pop's Lounge too.
Yeah,
I think her writing is really good. I think she's. I think she's pretty funny, but it'll make you blush.
Of course, she came to fame really with the Brady.
Is that right?
I think that's where people, for the first time
I ever heard of it.
But I will tell you, I can't even say, because there may be kids in the car, I don't even say what one of her topics is for her stand-up show, because it is so. It's one of those things you don't really see. You don't hear a woman talking about. Especially
draw me a picture.
Comedians on this, like, wow, holy cow! So, but all those folks,
it's just so different. But it's welcomed in a lot of areas.
And for Wayne Smith to get Jay Leno, I think that's awesome. Larry the Cable Guy, so he's getting good folks there.
That's headliner.
So Justin, we were also talking about how did we get on the topic of? Oh, I know, because Bruce said that's the question of the day is maybe who went to Louisiana Tech. And Justin, we were trying to think of well-known people that went to Arkansas. That didn't play sports, because obviously you would go Jerry Jones or whatever. And there's not a whole ton of folks out there that just jump out at you, that you go, oh, yeah, that's a national known person. Now, we had Savvy Shields, Roger, who was Miss America 2017, Charles Portis, who wrote True Grit. Lawrence Luckenbill, Roger, remember him?
Oh, sure do. Yeah.
Actor.
You're saying mostly athletes are famous?
Yeah, so we're trying to find ones that aren't athletes.
A lot of musicians. I mean, obviously Johnny Cash, Glenn Campbell.
No.
From the University of Arkansas.
The university. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
That's okay. Yeah, it's really, we don't have a ton. If you go to other schools, you might have a few more. Donna Axon we got Miss America. That's 2 Miss Americas.
Did Clinton go to Arkansas? No, he didn't.
I think he just taught law school, right? I think he went to law school.
I thought he was a student in the '69 game.
I did too. I don't think he was though. At least we need to find out.
He was in Oxford for the '69 game.
What's that?
He was in England for the '69
and came back. And
Wow,
of course,
okay.
yeah. And then we there's other politicians. A lot of our governors have gone there, but really haven't had a whole lot of folks. I mean, our most famous folks are athletes, and there's nothing to the matter with that. That's just the way it is. Justin, I guess we haven't talked to you on the show since this weekend. We just talked to Bruce about Texas, Arkansas. What were your takeaways from the game Saturday?
You know, I was really proud of our team. I mean, they played really hard, obviously made some mistakes. We lost the turnover battle, which we've talked about all year, and Sam's talked about. I mean, if we don't turn the ball over, we can play with anybody, and that was once again proven to be true Saturday. You don't turn that ball over, in particular the second one, the fumble. I mean, you're going into either making a 7-point game or a 4-point game, if I'm not mistaken. And you just have we haven't got, I heard Steve Sullivan say this, and I agree with him. We've been the team all year that in the most inopportune time to give the ball to the other team, we haven't gotten that big turnover, that big pick six or scoop and score or what. I mean, if you have one of those during that game, I mean, you're right there. Or if you just don't even turn that ball over, I mean, ifs and buts were candy nuts. The world will be crunchier and sweeter.
That ball
exactly. It just rolls right out of bounds. Right. Yeah, the fumble they had.
Yeah.
And that was a good play by Clark.
Yeah.
You could see him tracking it from behind the whole time. He comes and punches it out. It just kind of unlucky, but all in all, I mean, you know, Texas clearly is much more talented than we are, and I thought they came back, especially after the Ole Miss game, and played hard, played, you know, well at times not. I'll be honest, I was really impressed. Not only obviously, I was impressed with our defense, especially after that first drive Texas had. I thought, oh, gosh, this is going to be a long day.
Yep.
And then they kind of settled in and played really well, and Texas kind of got out of sorts. And maybe it was some stuff we were doing, obviously. I don't know. You know, I didn't get a chance to watch that closely because I was watching, again, on my phone because my kids had ball games.
Right.
You know, to stay in it till the fourth quarter, and you know, again, if you go punch one in there, with about 7-8 minutes left when we made that fumble, I mean, you're right there, and you got a chance to win. I'm not saying we would have, but we had a chance, you know, and just unfortunate, you know.
What do you think,
Bruce,
about that?
You know, again, that's a much more talented team, and so for all the people complaining, I think you and I discussed this, Baz, but for the people out there, fire Sam. That was a team that has not let go of the rope. They played hard. Did they play great the whole time? No, they didn't. But you know, there's not great players all over the field.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're doing the best they can do, and you know, we made some mistakes that cost us the game.
Yeah, you could tell. Obviously, we struggled again the offensive line. I think it's the third straight game we've given up five plus sacks and 5+ tackles for loss. As you can see, that's continued.
Yeah,
the
sacks killed me.
Yeah,
I was like,
golly, just
man.
It was an issue last year and still is this year.
No, the talent level offensive line could not match the talent level of the quickness of the front four of Texas.
And they were cycling guys in and out that were like aliens. I mean, they had some crazy athletes, and they go pretty deep on the Texas defensive line too.
That one defensive guy,
88.
I don't remember the number, but I mean, he kind of reminded me of the guy last year from LSU that got hurt this year.
Yeah,
you couldn't block him. I mean, Perkins. Yeah. You couldn't block him. He was like he single-handedly. I don't know if he was an end or an inside guy, but he just took over the game. I mean, like
he did.
You're like, can somebody block this guy, please?
So I brought this up.
We would double team him and still couldn't block him.
I brought this up yesterday, Raj. Remember, I said the problem in our transfer portal is that the three guys that we got on the transfer portal on the offensive line were not. I don't think they were starters, full-time starters at the other schools. So what's happening is that our transfer portal guys aren't the first-team guys like Walter Nolan, who was at A&M.
Right.
Yeah, and so the problem is we're getting better. We're upgrading. The problem is that we're not getting first-teamers.
We talked about this at the start of the year, right? We said the offensive line will be better because they could not have been worse.
Right.
But are they meaningfully better? And against good competition, I mean, Tennessee, they blocked fine. They blocked well enough in that game.
Yeah.
But against other competition, like the Auburn game, thank God Taylor played so well at the end because it was jailbreak up front at the end of that game. They were getting killed. And so the against good competition, good fronts, it's been a real uphill climb for them this year.
And I thought too. I thought, Bruce, that Sam, and because that's his expertise, if we got those guys, we could upgrade them from a coaching standpoint. To even though they might not have been a starter at Tennessee or Michigan State, or maybe they were a starter at San Jose State. But again, San Jose State is not not the SEC. If you can coach them up. And you probably, I guess you can coach them up a little bit, but obviously you see not quite enough of what these guys are going against.
Well, as you remember, when you played, talent is talent.
Right.
And great football players that have talent bring it every week. You don't have to motivate them. I mean, that's why they are, national champions and why guys play pro football and everything. We have a situation that I don't quite understand, and that is within the offensive line. Yes, those guys were second teams at most of those places, and so we came up. But they're inconsistent. That's why probably they're not a starter at somewhere else, is because they are inconsistent. They don't play the same level every week or whatever.
And Marion Harris is a local kid. He won the Willie Rofe Award a few years ago. He's big, 6'8", whatever, and he's still growing into I think he's a sophomore, I think. And so, again, he's getting better, but just still he's mismatched a lot of the time and doing the best he
had
can.
a rough day.
Yeah, he again, probably – you'd like to have that guy probably not play until he's a junior or senior, so he's doing the best he can. I
thought, too, we were too pass-happy.
We were, no question.
I don't know why we didn't turn around and hand the ball off more than we did.
I think they were afraid to run against that front. Like so that final play gets made by Alfred Collins where he strips it out. That's a 360-pound tackle getting out in the flat and making a play like that. They're just so athletic up front. And I can't think of a team that's had a lot of success running the ball in Texas this year.
But we did.
Tried.
Florida did. Florida had 200 yards. Yeah, Florida had 200
yards. Not at the beginning of the game, Josh, but I thought
that long touchdown drive, Justin, they ran the ball really effectively.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I'm just saying. I thought
we should have stuck with it.
Well, Sam Pittman made the comment. They go, "What happened between the first half and the second half?" He goes, well, we were pass run, and Bruce, he was saying sometimes it is tough for an offensive lineman to get in a rhythm of coming off the ball and punching somebody in the face when you drop back, pass, and then run, pass. So he said that they in the second half, he said they allowed them to let's get in a rhythm, let's try to run the ball. I'm telling you, Jaquinta Jackson is an excellent back.
Yes.
So you saw that little bit of rhythm start happening there in the second half that they didn't have in the first half. Here's some messages real quick before we go to break on our D3 Auto Sales text line. Louis Sella. Roger, owner of Oaklawn, went to the U of A.
Okay.
Yeah, we should have known that one. Somebody said Nikki Glazer is a total smoke show.
Yeah.
Here's one that says, saw Nikki Glazer in Vegas with David Spade, and she stole the show.
Sure.
Someone said, if we're going to advertise for Hot Springs and Oaklawn, don't forget, let's advertise for our man Justin Moore, who will be at Little Rock at Simmons Bank Arena January 18th. Already have tickets. Exactly.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Somebody says, founder of FedEx went to U of A, Fred Smith. Is that right? Did Fred Smith go to U of A? I knew there was a connection to Arkansas. He did, Roger. That's another thing. Someone says William Fulbright, Dale Bumpers, Mike Beebe, all U of A alumni.
Yeah, we're going to lump them. We're going to lump them.
Those. I think most people.
Tommy Cotton, another law school guy. And all.
Again, it's funny. Most of the well-known national folks like a John Daly or Jerry Jones or whatever came from.
Obviously, Sam Walton.
No. Now, his sons did.
They didn't go there?
No, Rob did.
And you keep I'm sorry. I keep thinking Arkansans. You keep saying University of Arkansas. My bad.
That's right. Anybody that went to University of Arkansas, the guy who owns the Broncos, is that Rob?
What about the Hunts? Anybody?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't think they went to college. I think the Tyson did.
Or Tyson.
I don't think the Hunts did.
Johnny Tyson did.
Frank Fletcher.
All right, when we come back, we may or may not have John Daly. We'll find out, but we will have $103.70 to give away, so don't go away.
Get a jump on your holiday shopping with The Zone this Thursday at Bell & Swart in Conway, where you'll find everything you need for the special man in your life.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas men's basketball moved to 3-1 last night with a 91-72 win over Pacific. Adu Thiro led the way. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He was 8 for 10 from the floor in his 29 minutes. Boogie Flan also scored 20 points on 6 of 10 shooting, including 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. He was a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. One big note, Jonas Adu, the center for Arkansas, did not play last night, which meant the Hogs had to roll with a 7-man rotation in the game. Up next for the Razorbacks, a Friday meeting with UALR in Fayetteville. It's an 8 o'clock game. You can listen to it right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. Buzz Weather with KARK's Joel Young.
Areas of fog will clear out pretty quickly Tuesday morning with temperatures in the mid-50s. Then in the afternoon, look for plenty of sunshine, highs into the low 70s. But another cold front arrives Tuesday night. That'll bring us a few passing clouds and cooler temperatures. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Joel Young.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Whether it's the Razorbacks, the Bears, or the Red Wolves, we've got you covered. On Saturday, the Hogs host the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. Our coverage begins with the Hog Wild Game Day pregame show at 11 a.m. with kickoff at 3 p.m. on 103.7 The Buzz. UCA heads down to Tarleton State to take on the Texans. Pregame begins at 1 p.m. on the Point 94.1 with kickoff at 2. And Arkansas State hosts the Warhawks of Louisiana Monroe. Our coverage begins at 1:30 p.m. on 106.7 Buzz 2 with kickoff at 2 p.m. College football in Arkansas, we've got you covered.
Hello, Buzz listeners. It's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Sherwood. If you're looking for a great deal, come to Fletcher Dodge and look for the green tags. The green tag price is Frank Fletcher's best deal, and it's right on the windshield. Only Fletcher Dodge has the lowest prices, no payments until next year, and available sales tax paid. This is the deal of the week. On the showroom floor, I got one available Ram Hemi engine crew cab, $13,000 off. We have all new Jeep Compass 4x4s starting at $26,993, up to $6,000 off all new Jeep Wranglers, and up to $8,000 off the Jeep Grand Cherokee 4-wheel drive. Folks, we're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. Just tell us what you want and how much you want to pay. And if you've had credit problems in the past, come see us. We can help. If other dealers have told you no, go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved. Remember, no payments till next year. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
With tens of thousands of satisfied patients across America, it's no surprise QC Kinetics gets 5-star reviews.
I'm feeling on top of the world because of QC Kinetics.
I'm able to do the things that I wasn't able to do for a long time.
I can recommend them highly.
I would recommend QC to anybody. QC Kinetics has changed my life.
I couldn't believe it. I honestly was skeptical, but the pain went from a 10 to a 0.
Real people with real lasting relief from joint pain.
QC Kinetics Regenerative Medicine is regenerating me.
I'm super successful, and I recommend everyone seek out QC Kinetics as an alternative to surgery.
This non-surgical approach is definitely the future.
I tell as many people as possible. I am an ambassador. I love QC Kinetics.
QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in advanced regenerative medicine. No drugs, no surgery. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
It was designed to be there. Those 10 acres were put there, and the great thing about, I will say this.
Did you just give the answer away, Bruce?
No,
you didn't. Okay.
I thought he might have too. The thing about it is...
Sorry.
Y'all be playing this long after I'm dead, I'm sure.
And I was right there supporting you, Bruce.
Big John is the winner of 2 major championships. He's a national sports icon who does it his way with no apologies. Over his decades-long career, he's raised millions of dollars for charities, including his beloved Boys and Girls Club of Dardanelle. Brought to you by Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today. And by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer, family-owned and operated diesel and truck repair you can trust. And Arkansas Razorback for life. Stepping off the tee box into the mayhem, it's John Daly.
Ain't afraid of nothing, it's a natural fact. I hit it long, man, till it's gone, man. Keep taking chances, living large. I hit it hard.
Good morning, JD.
What's up?
What's your location this morning? What state, city are you in?
I am in Florida.
You back home? In your Florida home?
I'm actually in the Kid Duke charity event yesterday at the Floridian.
That's right. You told me you were going down there for that. Well, you get a chance to watch Texas, Arkansas. What were your thoughts on the game?
Oh, the defense played pretty good. Just couldn't get any offense. It's like, when are we need both of them to come together sooner or later, but I guess it's pretty much too late this year.
Yeah, they certainly improved from Ole Miss the week before, definitely, and had chances. We were just discussing. Bruce James is here, and Justin and the boys and Raj. We're discussing. They certainly had their chances. It was 20-10 driving, and you lose the fumble on the 25-yard line with a chance to either cut it to 3 or cut it to 7 one way or the other, but you fumble, and that's the game.
Yeah, turnovers have killed us all year.
One of the
when you turn the ball over and they're scoring off the turnovers, you're not going to win too many football games.
That's right. Now, so listen. Now, we trust you that you're all. You're going to let us know what all the scoop is. Did you know that your buddy Hulk Hogan was going to make an appearance at the Razorback game, brother?
I didn't. Somebody was talking about that he might, that he had something up there, but I thought they wanted me to do something with him in Florida on the 14th or something like that. I didn't pay. Then I saw him. I saw him was on there. That was awesome.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, we've already seen you with Dan Hampton. Remember, Roger did the walk through the. Listen, I would have loved to see John come out with Hulk Hogan, brother, on the field. Yeah, he was promoting his beer, John, and it made appearances all across Arkansas. Right, Roger,
yeah, 3 and 6 Arkansas. Blackwell. I mean, he had a 3-4 day weekend.
He did, and then he goes up to Fayetteville, and the next thing we know, before the game starts, he comes out of the tunnel and gets a microphone. We couldn't hear what he said, but he was wearing his shirt, All-American Beer, I think that's the name of it, and was flexing and doing all that. We still haven't heard exactly what he said, but I didn't know if you were in the loop. A lot of brothers. What did you call it, Roger? He said
Hogamaniacs.
Hogamaniacs. Yeah, I think you and him need to do something together up here because you can promote your alcohol as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've done some signings. I need to do some signings there. I did one in Maumelle. I need to do some more in Arkansas when I get there. But the drink's doing really good. We're excited.
Yeah, last night, the Razorbacks, and Justin, we hadn't even had a chance to talk about it. They beat Pacific last night. It was sort of tight there for a while, but they pull away too much talent. We played the clip. It was interesting of Coach Cal pleading with everybody. There looked like there was only 3,000 or 4,000 people there last night. If you're not going to use your tickets, all you ticket holders, give them away. And I love the fact that he's doing that. He's like, come on now. Of course, he's probably used to not having many empty stadiums there over, obviously, with Kentucky. But that's something that it's a Monday night. It's Pacific, but the Hogs took care of business last night.
It was rainy, cold.
Yeah, it was an ugly night.
It's Pacific.
Yeah,
I mean, I wish there were more people there as well, but it's tough to.
I hope he realizes that.
That's a tough draw.
It is. I hope he realizes that but I do appreciate him doing it. Because oftentimes, I don't think coaches – listen, everybody's distracted now. Everybody's got a lot of different things they can do. If you don't remind people, we need you, people will take it for granted.
Agree.
Yeah, so
I thought Muss did a great job at that, too.
He did. So, and I will say this, the Thero kid – we need to put some pads on
he's
him.
A stud,
oh my gosh, John!
He is a stud.
I mean, he's got arms bigger than most of the defensive ends we've got. I think for the Razorbacks, he looks impressive, and they will play Friday night against the Trojans and Darrell Walker. And I think that's and Roger, who was the other we were saying? Oh, that we were talking about them playing in Little Rock. But
right.
Johnny,
UCA.
are you going to try to make any basketball games this year?
I'm going to try. It's going to probably have to be if we play Florida at Florida. I'll have to go to the game, down here.
Today's a couple things. It's National Camp Out Day. Does John Daly, in your background, has John Daly ever done the camp out thing like in a tent, not an RV? Back when you were younger, did you ever do the camp out thing?
Oh yeah,
and you did.
Yeah, but I had chocolate pudding, and I never got a fire and cooked beans or anything. But I've stayed in the
Cooked beans. That you could.
Like the old westerns did now.
Right.
What about JM? I don't think we've ever asked him. JM, have you ever done the camp out thing back when you were young?
Yeah, when I was younger, and then when Kate and I first started dating, we did it a couple of times. But nowadays,
not your thing.
Nowadays I'll just stay in my butt.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
JD knows.
Bruce, what about Bruce James back in the day? Did young Bruce ever camp out down on the...
Oh, man, yeah. We pitched tents on the beach, and then we pitched tents up the river, and we pretended we were camping out, and we got in the car and went to New Orleans. Told our parents we were going to camp.
Is that what it was? Oh, that's good. That's smart. Roger, what about you?
Always, yeah, I still do.
You still camp? No, you do not.
I'm a big outdoors
You
guy.
do not camp
I like
out.
to camp. I like to crap in the woods.
Crap in the woods?
Eat bark.
Eat bark.
Look for berries and stuff. Sage grass.
I'll never forget. When I was probably 8, I went with my uncle Bruce on one of those little creeks, and it flooded. It was, and they were all worried about us because they couldn't find it. But I remember it was one of the worst nights of my life. My tent was not waterproof. And so it was raining all night, and the whole night it was just pouring in, and your sleeping bag was wet. Oh, I just remember thinking I don't think I ever did it since.
Miserable.
Didn't you?
Excuse me.
Go ahead, Bruce.
No, please go ahead.
Say, yes,
I was going
did.
to say something stupid, so go ahead.
I was in the Boy Scouts, so I did a lot of camping out and all that. But as we got older, the stories of how we camped out on the beach and went to New Orleans.
I don't think.
But when I was younger, and scouting that kind of thing, did a lot of camping out.
Do kids today do they know about camping? Do kids ever know about what to go out in a tent?
Their idea is a
Let's
holiday.
ask the kid.
Josh, do you?
What is that? No, we know what camping is.
You're
being ridiculous.
Do you camp? Have you ever camped out?
No, do you?
No, I'm talking about when I was a kid. Yeah.
Nobody pitched a tent this morning.
What? And by the way, you got a chance to meet John's son, right? This weekend.
I didn't meet him. I just saw him out and about.
Said he had a
JD, your son's taking after you. There's some good looking ladies around him this weekend.
Oh well, JD.
Bless him.
Yeah. By the way, Kate just said we camped. This is Kate Moore. Justin, we camped one time. The worst experience ever. Justin, do you remember that?
I didn't think it was as bad as she did, but she didn't like it. No.
I do want to thank our good friends over at Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer, David Dunn and Genesis of Conway, Chris Crane, for sponsoring John each week. John, what's your calendar coming up for Thanksgiving? What's your sort of plan for your family and for the next couple of weeks?
I'm going to do Jake Dillon's event coming up, buddy of mine's birthday party here at Trump Jupiter, and then I got to go film Happy Gilmore 2 the 25th, 6th, and 7th. So I'm probably going to spend Thanksgiving with Adam Sandler. Who knows?
Wow, now that would be...
The movie comes out next week?
No, he's got to film more. He's going back to film more.
Film
more, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, listen, well, Adam Sandler's got the Thanksgiving song, right, Rod?
He does.
He does.
Sure does.
Yeah, that would be classic, JD. Well, hey, thanks for jumping on with us. Tell Ken Duke we said hello and a great job for raising more money for
Give him our best.
for needed folks down there in Florida.
Oh, we had a blast. He did a good job. His tournament's gotten really big, and the Floridian's beautiful as well. There's this place. His Trump Jupiter's unbelievable.
Listen, I love the Floridian. That's where Philip Johnson got married, Roger, back in the day. The Floridian's a great place. JD, thanks, buddy.
Thanks,
we'll talk to you
Johnny.
next week.
You got it. Love y'all. Go Hogs.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy. See you. Go Hogs.
Kate said it was awful. All right, Bruce. Let's throw out $103.70 question right now.
Well, we're going to do something a little bit different with the Louisiana Tech thing. We're going to leave the athletes and everything in there, and we're going to say that we're looking for notable people. And the question is, what two famous country and Western stars are graduates or alumni of Louisiana Tech?
661-1037. Thanks to Google, that you can find that very quickly if you don't know it. 661-1037. This is brought to you by Scott Lucas Construction.
Thank you, Scott.
Check them out for any renovations you need or new construction. LucasConstructionAR.com. All right, Roger, who we got?
Randy.
Randy, what's the answer?
Trace Atkins, and Kid Brooks.
That is correct.
Hit the bar, Luther!
JM, did you know that? Did they went to Louisiana Tech?
I didn't know, but I thought Trace was one of them. But I forgot about Kicks.
Yeah.
And you were making the point, Bruce. I just saw this movie. I was just in the background. Lincoln Lawyer. Trace Atkins. Wasn't he in a movie? I think he's been in several movies. And he's a big dude, right, JM? He's like a 6'7" kind of guy.
Yeah, he's a real big guy.
Wide boy.
I think he did attempt to or played some football. I don't know if it was high school or college or whatever, but I read
he looks like it.
He sure does. Roger,
he looks like a defensive end or something. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Roger, when you think of Trace Atkins, what song comes to mind?
Ba-dunk-a-dunk.
I know.
Which one? The one. Raj. The one.
That one. That's all I know.
He's had like 40 hits.
I don't know.
Which one?
But Roger,
I don't know him, Jay Bird.
Can I make a public service announcement?
Yes.
So when I ask folks on the phone, when you call, if you've won in the last month, and you lie to me, we have a system where I can see that you lied to me. So don't tell me that you have not won the last month. It's a company policy. We want to give as many folks chance to win stuff as possible. So if you have won something in the last month, please let somebody else win.
So does that mean that
Bruce, do you have another one?
We can add to that question if you want to.
What? Another question?
Yeah.
Now?
Apparently that the did you hear about Josh? Wow.
Well, just when I ask you a question and I say, "Have you won in the last month?" Look, it's not an honor system thing. I can actually see it.
But we need to ask that on the front end too. We need to ask that. We need to say that.
We need to make sure we.
Well, that's what he's saying. He did.
But I didn't think we did.
And he was lied to.
I did.
Oh, you did.
I asked on the front end.
You did. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, we don't say it on the air. I think
we
should be a disclaimer that runs on, and that's just to give everybody an opportunity because we hear a few people who try to call each week and they want to win. Now this person right here, he may have won 37 days ago, and
the system shows us too. I just ask on the front end to be like, hey, thank you for your honesty.
I didn't know you had said that before we did it played. I didn't hear that. So look at the All-American, Bruce. Look at him. Raj, he's ready for.
We're ready to go.
Question 2. All right, let's go.
We're going to do it again.
We're going to switch over now and talk about athletes from sports people from Louisiana Tech.
Okay.
So
where is Tech at?
It is in Ruston. It's 130 years old, and they have a tradition of great sports in there.
Is that home of Scotty Thurman? Is that right, Ruston?
Yeah,
I think so.
Ruston Rifle, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right,
okay. We have They have a famous football player that is in the NFL Hall of Fame. They have a famous basketball player that's in the NBA Hall of Fame. What are those people's names?
Good question. Should be an easy one. The phone lines are lit up.
That person right there, I think, hails from Arkansas.
Could be.
Who do we have here? What's your name, caller?
Turn in your radio. There you go. Good morning. What's your name, caller?
Steve.
No, D. Like Dirty D.
Dirty D.
All right, D, what is the answer?
Repeat the question. I didn't catch it all.
Okay. He just wanted to be
How
the first
could you
caller.
with all that reverberation going on?
Okay. The question is, we're looking for the name of the player in the NFL Hall of Fame and the player in the Basketball Hall of Fame that graduated from school or attended school at Louisiana Tech.
That's two people,
two sports.
Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb and say for football it's Willie Roaf, and
Wrong.
then for basketball, is that correct?
No. You want to try for basketball or let him go?
Let him go. 661-1037.
Lewis. Looking good, Lewis.
Now, did the question could it have involved him? I can't remember how you phrased it.
No, we're talking about in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and we're talking about the NBA.
Which Rolf was?
Yes, But I wasn't talking about that. This one's more famous than Willie.
Oh, well, so did he go to Louisiana Tech?
He did.
I think
who was the
I think
caller?
I know
What
one
was
of
the
them.
call- what was
I think
it?
I know
D,
the football guy.
call back, D.
Go back. Call him back.
D, call
because
back.
You just
Yeah, okay.
you didn't say.
You got to get D, but
If he was from Arkansas,
it's getting convoluted. Now
Our
we've
phone
got.
lines are full.
Yeah, they got about 10 people down there in pro football.
They
I
do.
should have said what position he played.
Yeah.
Did the football guy go to the? Has he been at the touchdown club?
Yes.
You know, the first
Okay.
caller screwed this whole thing up
Yeah.
because they
It's
lied
the
to
biggest
Josh.
name they
All right,
have,
here's
let's
the
put it that way.
Lewis,
Right.
do you have the answer?
Well, I was going to go with Willie Rowe for football and Carl Malone for basketball.
You won it.
You'll have it, Lewis.
I'll give
You'll
it to
get
you. It's not the guy I was talking about, but it's okay. You got
Who's the
money.
other one? Who's the other one you're
Terry
talking about?
Bradshaw.
Terry
Bradshaw,
Bradshaw.
yes.
All right, Lewis, you hold on. D, you call back. We'll give you a rock and roll sushi gift certificate, D.
That sounds great.
We'll give
Who was
you
the
a rock-
basketball guy?
Carl Malone.
Oh, Malone.
Why did
okay.
I even I say I had the second ones available? You know?
Well,
Bruce, you should have said, nope, that's it. I'm sorry.
you
We
were
only-
thinking
we only do one.
you forgot about Rolf.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of people.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
some people. Cause
I had Bradshaw
Yeah, but
all the way.
Bradshaw's so big.
But yeah, Bradshaw is the
Yeah,
biggest. I mean, obviously.
Listen. Willie Rolfe was one of the greatest to ever play
yeah.
offensive line, but Terry Bradshaw because of
And didn't get an offer from Arkansas.
You see the
Yeah,
trickle
that's right.
down effect that the first caller lying to Josh had.
wow,
Started the whole
exactly.
thing. Started the whole thing. We, you know what? And I want the liar to call back. We'll get him something too.
When does this
'Cause that's
season end?
We love you, Bruce. We
We
love
do.
you. It's
We
all
do
good.
indeed.
Hey, we do this every day. on our show.
I have a lot of fun.
All right, we'll come back here in just a few minutes. 7:48.
Had a mullet on his shoulder and a belly on his hip. Went from zero to hero with the grip it and rip Big John. He'd been Rookie of the Year and comeback player as well. He has a self-taught swing, some said from hell. He plays in the States but tours abroad too. They love him in Asia, say, he too buku.
If you want to make holiday memories that will last a lifetime, you need to take a trip to Sissy's Log Cabin. They have the perfect gifts for each person on your list. I'm talking men's and women's watches, loose diamonds, engagement rings, estate pieces, and of course, a spectacular selection of jewelry from designers like David Yurman, Lagos, Mikimoto, Roberto Coin, and more. Sissy's Log Cabin offers a variety of gifts at every price point, making it easy to find the perfect piece, whether you're treating a loved one or indulging yourself. To me, Sissy's Log Cabin is the home of holiday magic. Nothing compares to finding a blue Sissy's bag under the tree, and any gift you find there will be treasured for generations to come. Ready to start shopping? Check out their selection online at sissyslogcabin.com or stop by any of the Sissy's locations in Pine Bluff, Jonesboro, Little Rock Heights, Memphis, Conway, or Little Rock Promenade.
Need a bathroom or kitchen remodeled? Call Scott Lucas Construction. Scott Lucas has been in the business since 2010. They specialize in all things remodeling. What started as new home construction has evolved to become Central Arkansas's leading home renovation company. The Scott Lucas team is passionate about reimagining spaces, helping breathe new life into your home. If you're ready to imagine what your home can be, call 501-499-5885 or visit their Facebook page. Scott Lucas Construction, bringing ideas to reality.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because Arkansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my R prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
O'Reilly.
Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's football season, and Uber Eats is dropping undefeated deals on all your game day favorites. This week, score buy one, get one free fries from McDonald's, only on Uber Eats. Craving even more? We've got you covered with game day deals on pizza, burgers, tacos, and more. all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms, taxes, and fees apply. See app for details.
Don't you love the sounds of the holiday season? The bells, the sleighs. Woohoo! If so, your holiday's now even more magical because now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, you can take home your favorite Hyundai with some of the season's greatest savings.
Drive away now in one of our most popular models with 0% APR and 0 payments for 90 days. Only during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offer ends January 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hello, this is Justin Acree. If foot or ankle pain is slowing you down, it's time to visit the experts at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Doctors Martin, Matthews, and Parham provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for foot and ankle issues. From common problems to more serious conditions, they're here to get you back on your feet, literally. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Roger Scott is at it again with his Razorback Song of the Week, presented by Dr. Jimmy Tucker at Ortho, Arkansas. Join Morning Mayhem each week as the smooth, dulcet tones of Roger Scott bring you his Razorback Song of the Week. It's all brought to you by Dr. Jimmy Tucker at Ortho, Arkansas, and your fun and game station, 103.7 The Buzz.
Always make sure to say please and thank you. Morning Mayhem is back on the air, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Come here and hold me down. Hold me down.
All right, 7:53. Wrapping up things with Bruce James, brought to you by Scott Lucas Construction. Bruce, you said it now before Justin got on here. We should win this game Saturday, but beware, if we don't come out ready to play like UAB, these guys are good enough. If you watch, they just knocked off the Conference USA leading team last weekend that was undefeated 5-0 in Conference West of Kentucky. They had another team that was a pretty good team they had beat, but lost in overtime. So their coach, Sonny Cumbie.
Yep.
Is that right?
Very good coach from TCU.
Been around a long
knows what
time.
he's doing, knows everything about our defense and everything else.
So we should, if we come out and ready to play, we should win this game pretty easily.
Yeah.
But if not,
if you come out and you play like against the UAB, they'll beat you.
Yeah, you won't have a great crowd there because it's
Right.
so they got to come ready to play mentally. Right. Yeah.
Hey, did you guys think? What did you guys think of just physically? Did y'all think that Taylor Green looked healthy?
No,
because I did not
at all.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know, Justin. I think he's probably not 100%. But
how many times has he been sacked in the last 3 games?
Yeah, you get beat up. Yeah, when they ran that zone read and he would try to get outside, he usually does that with ease. So either Texas is way faster than anybody else we've played all year, which I don't I don't believe that they're that much faster than Tennessee or a couple of the other teams. Yeah, Ole Miss. I don't know. He just got caught every time. He never got loose. I think teams are prepared, Bruce. Too. I think teams are better prepared.
Oh,
for
they
him
are.
now.
Yeah. They're spying.
Tape.
They're not using the same person spying every time. They're shifting around where it confuses offensive linemen. I use the word what I saw with him. He was tentative. He was like do I want to throw it? Do I want to run? And that's probably he's being coached and that he needs to get rid of the football.
And we don't have.
And if you're guessing like that, I mean, you're playing slower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's tentative.
Once again, for a guy who's been pressured that much, you see it all the time. Quarterbacks who get sacked a ton get really tentative.
And to be quite honest, again, we're back almost to what we were last year. We got one guy who's really getting open all the time, and the rest of them are struggling to get open.
Yeah, thank goodness we have him.
Yeah. That was the key in the second half drive. He was open over there. Start throwing the ball to him. Just give him a chance to make some plays because he's about the only hope we got receiving.
What was crazy was the Broden drop. Is this guy is always freaking open and cannot catch the ball.
And that was the interception, wasn't it?
Where did he get it from?
I don't know where's Broden from.
Oklahoma? Texas kid?
He's Texas.
I'm not saying
I'm sure the kid's trying his best, but I don't know why we're still playing him at this point.
The thing, Justice, because he's open so often, and he must.
But he can't catch the ball.
I know, but Taylor looks for him really often. He must be pretty good in practice, right? Why else Why else is Taylor always searching for him? Why else is he still playing? He must be pretty good in practice.
Problem is, we don't have enough in-state players worth a damn. Most of our players are just somewhere
Hey,
else.
Jessica, yesterday, Justin, it was Mickey Mouse's birthday, and Jessica like to lost her mind when yesterday you were doing Mickey Mouse as Chuck Barrett.
Hello. I don't know why somebody would do it.
I was on the way home from my daughter's basketball game, and I was listening to the game because I was driving.
Yes.
So I couldn't watch it, and Chuck's calling the game. I mean, obviously, and all I could think about was Rogers' impression.
We've got to send that to him. I know he's
we have is the Razorbacks, and you know it as well, Bo. We suck. Problem is, but I'm not going to say anything. Here's one for you. Oh, tell me where I am. I'm so far up the U.S.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm back.
Bruce, thanks as always, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce James. How many more weeks do we have with you?
We've got a couple more weeks, Bruce.
We got the Missouri game.
Maybe a bowl game.
Maybe a bowl game.
Yeah.
All right, so through December easy.
Three more visits, maybe?
No? Maybe 3 more chances
We'll check the contract. Listen, hey, you did a great job today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
That's why I'm here. We have a lot of fun. Justin? Is he gone?
No, he's still there.
Okay.
No, sir, I'm here.
Okay. We may surprise you next week and at the last minute throw it to you that you got to ask questions. So be prepared, okay? Be prepared.
Hey, I kept my mouth shut today, buddy.
That's great. All right, 8 o'clock. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Bruce.
Just in time for the holidays, Connor's got cash for guns at Pickles Gap Weapon Shack. Whether it's one gun or the whole collection, Connor's got your cash for the holidays. Visit Pickles Gap Weapon Shack on Highway 65 in Conway or picklesgapweaponshack.com.
This is Pat Bradley for Watson Cleaning Services. They offer daily cleaning, floor maintenance, construction cleanup, high-rise glass cleaning, and more. You can trust the experience at Watson Cleaning Services. Watson Cleaning provides 24-hour services to offices, industrial sites, financial institutions, places of worship, and schools across the state. I know John Watson personally and have seen the reputation be built from 30 years of serving Arkansas. Call 501-834-1797 and get a free estimate and see why they currently serve over 140 customers across the state. And visit WatsonCleaning.com.
It's hot tub season, and Luxury Pool & Spa has Hot Spring and Caldera hot tubs in stock and ready for delivery. Luxury Pool & Spa in Conway and Russellville carries Serona Spa Chemicals and Frog Systems. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool & Spa online at LuxuryPoolarkansas.com.
Listen as Clint Sterner joins the buzz for college football talk. Mondays on Out of Bounds and Fridays with The Zone. Brought to you by Chris Crane Hyundai.
1037thebuzz.com. Get your iPhone or Droid app today and take us with you everywhere the wind blows. KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
The former Dallas police officer who killed a Harding University grad is being sued for millions in his murder. Amber Geiger is serving a 10-year sentence for shooting Botham Jean in his apartment in 2018. She claims she thought he was an intruder in her apartment, so she shot him in self-defense. John's family filed a civil lawsuit against her, saying the use of deadly force was not justified. The trial started yesterday. John's family is seeking unliquidated damages and could get money from any Geiger book or movie deal in the future. Arkansas is chipping in with relief efforts in Florida and New Mexico. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders signed off on 2 executive orders. One will send $25,000 to Hurricane Milton recovery in Florida. The other will send $5,000 to wildfire and flooding recovery in New Mexico. The money from both orders comes from the Emergency Management Assistance Compact. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Coach Z joins Out of Bounds Weekly, brought to you by Telco Credit Union. When you're a first-time home buyer, refinancing, or need an auto loan, Telco Credit Union can help at telco.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. Buzz Weather with KARK's Joel Young.
Areas of fog will clear out pretty quickly Tuesday morning with temperatures in the mid-50s. Then in the afternoon, look for plenty of sunshine, highs into the low 70s. But another cold front arrives Tuesday night. That'll bring us a few passing clouds and cooler temperatures. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Joel Young.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Edwards Food Giant presents Razorback Baseball color analyst and Drop Time Sports co-host Rick Schaefer every Tuesday morning on Morning Mayhem. Rick will share his special take on Razorback sports with the guys each week. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people, the only stop you'll ever have to make for your family's groceries.
Hey, it's David BAZZEL for my neighborhood grocery store, Edwards Food Giant. Man, I love me some November. All the great football games to watch in person and on TV. All the leaves are changing. The temperatures are starting to get cooler. And to top it all off, my favorite holiday of them all, Thanksgiving, is almost here. Which means it's time to start thinking about all your holiday plans. And here's a good idea for you. How about instead of having to worry about what to prepare and when to cook it, why not save all the time and stress and let the team at Edwards Food Giant do it for you this year? Their delicious turkey dinners not only include the amazing turkey, but also their signature cornbread dressing, giblet gravy, cranberry sauce, and dinner rolls. All fully cooked, all homemade, and all of it ready for you to heat and serve to your family. And hey, if that's not enough, their deluxe turkey dinners also include sweet potato casserole, green beans, and apple pie. Now that's what I call a Thanksgiving spread. For more information on how to order your very own Thanksgiving dinner or to view their full menus, just click on edwardsfoodgiant.com today. Happy Thanksgiving from everyone at Edwards Food Giant, the meat people.
Some metal suppliers sell you the products you want, but do they offer everything a successful building project really needs? That's why Reed's Metals is now Fortify Building Solutions, your reliable partner for metal roof, wall, and building products, plus the expert advice and personalized service you can count on. Make the process easier and every project stronger. Visit in Benton or at FortifyBuildingSolutions.com. FortifyBuildingSolutions.com to see what can be built better together.
Are you ready to glow wild with the Little Rock Zoo? Arkansas's most illuminating event is back and larger than light, with all new lanterns to discover, making it more magical than ever. From November to January, when the sun goes down, you and your family will marvel at mystical creatures lighting up the night. Explore the majestic scenes of the savannah and dive deep into the mesmerizing wonders of the ocean. Join us at Glow Wild at the Little Rock Zoo, presented by Be Well Arkansas, a program of the Arkansas Department of Health. Get your Glow Wild tickets now at littlerockzoo.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code YEAR to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Fort Thompson's in Sherwood has some great hunting specials. How about a Savage Axis 2 Black for $419.99? Get a free Bushnell scope and rings. Or Beretta A300 Ultima Mossy Oak Bottomland, 12 or 20 gauge, $799.90 after $75 rebate.
Roger, did you know that Oaklawn Sports is the mobile app that lets you bet anywhere in Arkansas?
Anywhere, so I can bet the over when I'm in Dover.
Indeed you can.
I can take the underdog in Dogtown.
Absolutely.
You're telling me I can bet on the pigskin and Piggott?
Yep.
Hoops and Humnoke, baseball and Bauxite, long shots in Lavanka?
All of the above.
Anywhere, huh?
Anywhere.
Nice.
Easy to use and even easier to fund. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Mickey Hennard for Hennard Foothills Equipment. We handle Kubota's full line of tractors and hay tools, along with Vermeer hay products. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. Take exit 42 to Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy, your hometown Kubota dealer, no matter where you live.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Please.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
The Moretti's.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
They're below or above the name?
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Justin!
I like it a lot. 8:06 on this Tuesday. I just discovered something that I have been wrong about.
Well, tell me about it
all
there,
along,
DeSoto.
boys. By the way, Morning Mayhem is fully assembled. I'm David Basil. That's Roger Scott. Justin Moore.
Justin!
Poen and Josh Neighbors back after a couple days off.
Can you guess what you're gonna?
Yeah, can we guess?
Yes. If it's technology related, it's going to be like Command F lets me search for a specific.
I was going to say remaining single.
Two things I need to talk about. One is vaping. I want to get that in a second. The other is
oh gosh, that should be good.
The Fred Smith. So this is interesting, JM and Raj and Josh doesn't know about this because you probably haven't been around enough. So Fred Smith is the CEO of FedEx. And the big thing about his story, I don't know if you remember, Justin, he wanted to put FedEx in Little Rock. And the players that be at the time, whoever the mayor was or the board, didn't want to give him the tax incentives that he wanted or whatever, the tax breaks, to bring that here. Well, now, so he put it in Memphis, and now it is a multi-billion. Yeah.
What an idiotic thing for our...
It was.
Yeah,
it was a fumble, and we always reference that. But in my mind, I've thought this whole time that the Fred Smith Center in Fayetteville was...
Is that the Learning Center?
No, it is the operations for the football complex. It is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a different Fred Smith. I was thinking the whole time that was Fred Smith from FedEx.
Why wouldn't you? Sure,
it's Fred Smith from the Donald W. Reynolds Foundation. And because earlier people were going, Fred Smith is from Arkansas. I said, no, he's not. He's from Mississippi. Went to Yale. I was thinking it was the Fred Smith.
Sure, well, I can see why.
Yeah, anyway, so I completely got that wrong. It's Fred W. Smith. And you remember Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. They made a commitment. Of course, not just Arkansas. They do it all around the country.
Yeah.
But because there was a connection because of this guy named Fred Smith on this Reynolds board, that's why they gave so much money. By the way, the stadium is open now for purchasing in terms of rights, naming rights.
Really?
Did you know that, Justin?
It better be a bargain.
Yeah, so somebody can step up.
I had read that.
Justin Moore Memorial Stadium.
Word. Oh my! Not Memorial yet because he's still alive.
That's right. That's true.
What could we do?
Justin Moore.
The Moore. No. He's too magnanimous to say that Justin Moore did. He would go.
What's your middle name?
The Moore family.
The Moore family. What's your middle name? That's what Blake.
Cole. We got Cole Field though.
That's right.
Cole.
Yeah, that's right.
Can't do Cole.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
JM, it wouldn't cost too much. You could do it. You can make a commitment.
No, it wouldn't cost that much, Josh.
You're making payments.
It'd probably be pretty inexpensive.
You make payments.
Yeah, no, he does a concert like every month.
Oh, wait a minute. Not only that, I guess Kay would have a pop-up store in the Causeway.
Josh, see if you can find out how much the stadium rights are that they think they're asking for. How much for
Arkansas?
For Arkansas, yeah.
How would I?
I would guess it's dependent upon how many years the contract is.
Look at what Donald W. Reynolds did back in 10, 15 years ago.
How long?
This little
how long has it been
in
Donald
the
W.
stadium.
Reynolds?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's probably been 10, 15 years.
You're right, Kate.
But is it when it's named after a person? Is it a contract like it is if it was like Coca-Cola Stadium?
You betcha.
And they pay for that?
Yeah, you betcha.
I thought it was just like a
Simmons Bank Arena, all of them. It's just
like War Memorial Stadium. Like it's not a company.
Yeah.
I swear.
I
swear. My whole life it's been Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium.
No, it hasn't.
It's been Razorback Stadium. Here's the deal.
When I played there,
if you're out there and you are wanting to purchase the naming rights for the stadium, but you don't want your name on it because then every Tom, Dick, and Harry will come after you, as they always do, to hit you up for more money all the time. You can use my name.
Yeah.
All right, so it says here, this is the AI overview that Google now gives, which is very helpful, but sometimes wrong. Naming rights deal was extended around 5 years ago, but the Reynolds Foundation that held the rights has since dissolved.
Right.
The stadium is likely to be renamed to include the name it had from 1940 to 2000 Razorback Stadium.
Yeah, see what the first. See if you can find the first year.
Razorback Stadium.
Yeah, when I played there, Roger, there was not a name.
Yeah, I don't remember being a name, which is wild.
But nowadays you have to. There's money to be made
Absolutely.
there.
Absolutely, it's like the crawl that we have on our. Well, we don't have it.
Justin, most likely it's not going to be.
Bad.
It's not going to be a foundation name. It will be a company. It will be like every NFL stadium has a SoFi Stadium, AT&T in Dallas.
I got it. Let's just throw the Family Market Stadium.
No, there we go.
Yeah, give them one. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, it's got to be like a $50-100 million deal, I would think, over 10 years, something like it's a $100 million commitment.
I got it.
Or something like $50 million.
Welcome to Fence Brokers Razorback Stadium. Chris Walker.
Oh, Kate, Justin, Kate really is interested in you doing this deal. Name it after her, she says.
Wow. I
love it.
Kate Moore, Razorback Stadium.
I love it.
Hey, while we're throwing out names, let me throw one out real quick. Today is my oldest son, Eric Scott's birthday. Eric Lynn Scott's 41 years old, I believe. 41! He is one of the biggest hearts of anybody I know. He will help. He'll drop what he's doing to help out a friend. He's 41-year-old. Probably not listening because he's out in Pecos, Texas on an oil rig, and your mom and dad love you, Eric. It's also, rest in peace, my father's birthday. So I think of you on this date, dad and son.
Very nice, Roger. Thank you for sharing that.
While we're on shout-outs, yesterday driving Uber Eats, so I dropped my friends off at the airport.
Which, by the way, you did make your friends call you on the app for money.
I did.
Because that's okay.
I charged them. Luke and JP, who were two construction workers at the Children's Hospital, listen to us every day when they work construction. So,
okay, well, here's the deal. Then
construction at the hospital?
Well, thank you guys for all you folks. For you people that are listening, just like that are listening. For those, we had a guy on here who turns his radio off when we say Los Angeles. We need to mention that. But we know people that say Los Angeles all the time.
Oh, we need to
and
play
we're
that.
gonna we will.
We need to play that. Yeah, for Justin, we were making the point. You know, that is growing. A lot of people, we go somewhere, somebody will say Los Angeles, and a lot of our listeners don't get up until 7 or whatever, and they miss it, so they don't know what we're talking about.
Right.
So we need to sort of.
I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, what?
Oh, Justin, actually, so let's ask Justin some Morning Mayhem trivia.
You know what?
Justin,
that's not a bad idea.
Do you know what song we play to open the show every day?
Elvis.
Okay, do you know what Elvis song it is? You're right. To be clear,
know the name
I know what song it is.
I can sing along to it.
I'll give you a hint. Rex Nelson says it on a touchdown.
Chuck Berry also was original on it, right? Yeah.
Milk and Honey?
No, the other one. The other one. You've said it, Justin. Come on. Say it! Bible. Think of biblical. Say it!
Gosh. Oh, Glory Land.
No.
Mark the tape. Glory Land.
We're not talking about the same thing, are we?
He goes, Glory Land. Glory Land.
No, it's Promised Land. Promised Land.
Oh, Promised Land, not Glory Land. I'm thinking I won't be some Glory Land.
Oh, my gosh. Somebody says,
oh, so stupid.
Somebody said Morning Mayhem Stadium. Oh, that's Frank Fletcher Razorback Stadium. There you go.
I like that a lot.
Oh, I thought you were going to get to the
Well, I
deal.
will.
Okay.
Who talking to?
That's okay. Did we lose it?
No.
Okay, here we go. So Roger and I will talk over this. Roger will hit bits during this as we get to Los Angeles, where Elvis says Los Angeles, and we all chime in Los Angeles at the same time. Here you go. Los Angeles. So it's just something, Justin, that's over the last. How long has we've been doing that?
Oh, year easy.
Well, I mean, yeah, we've been saying Los Angeles for probably a year now.
Yeah, so it's organically. I don't know how it started.
I've got no idea.
Because we say everything all the time.
Yeah, we sometimes repeat what Elvis is saying, and we just
one guy hates it.
And so Justin, we'll be out somewhere. Somebody go Los Angeles.
Oh, somebody can't stand it.
Yeah,
I gotcha. All right. Yep, I'm with you now.
We do it twice.
The other thing, Roger, remember somebody in Louisiana said he got out of his car, and he said Los Angeles, and the other puppet said Los Angeles.
Yes, exactly.
Was listening on the app. Here we go, one more time. Come on, Justin.
Let me make it to the telephone.
Los Angeles.
Now you're in.
You're in.
Now, do we get
Steve
Qualls to make some Los Angeles shirts from Design Lab Locker in Hot Springs? Steve, don't block me. No, but if you'd like to get Morning Mayhem, because Black Friday's coming up soon.
Christmas is coming up.
You need to get either a regular T-shirt or you can get a dry fit hoodie,
I love
which is they're awesome.
Yes.
With Morning Mayhem on them, and what are they? $20?
I think so.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's more
that is. That can even be the big gift if you want. But you can go to any one of the platforms that we're on and see the QR code. You can go onto our website, Facebook, hit the link to the morning show and look at the QR code there. You can order your shirt or your hoodie just like that for that person that you know. Listen
to the show.
Because we have people at Mainline Sports at
It's good,
Los Angeles.
It's the best looking logo shirt in America.
Well, it just is.
It's obvious.
It just is.
Yes.
And they're great shirts. It's
Steeler
great quality.
colors.
Well, they are.
Oh, that's right.
Great quality.
It is.
So go to Design Lab and Locker Room Athletics in Hot Springs. Used to be Locker Room Athletics. Get that QR code.
Someone said this is from our D3 Auto Sales text line, which we need to read some of this. Half the state just said Los Angeles. Thank you very much.
Good.
Someone says, I just wonder when Baz is going to learn the words to the promised land. I do my best. I'm trying. Let's see. Somebody says $3.5 to $4 million annually for a 10-year contract. So I said 50 to 100.
Oh.
So that makes sense.
Here's another one.
You see it? More Middle Finger Stadium.
Wow.
I like it.
Moore.
I like it.
I like it. How about this one? How about this? Listen to this. Sigma Supply Stadium.
Oh.
Sigma Supply Razorback Stadium.
That actually sounds good.
It actually does. How much do you like it?
What do y'all think of Buzz?
But we got low-grade product, man.
yes,
Buzz 2
on the
Razorback
field.
Stadium.
A Buzz 2.
Buzz.
What is the worst corporate name stadium right now?
So there used to be, FTX had the naming rights to Miami's.
FTX.
And then they went under, which was not a good look.
Yeah. What's the worst? What is
Guaranteed Rate Field was pretty tough.
That's terrible.
For
That's
the White
terrible.
Sox.
That's terrible.
That's awful.
Yeah, it was
bad.
Yeah, some
Guaranteed
fans had some
rate.
fun with that one.
What is Pittsburgh's, Justin? You know what Pittsburgh's is?
They changed it from Heinz.
It was Heinz for a long time, and
It's
they just
Acrisure
changed
now.
it to
Acrisure.
Acrisure.
I'm
Okay.
so
Yeah, that's
sick of
not
your
good
ignorance.
either.
You're so ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Justin.
They renamed Staples Center
I agree.
to Crypto.com Arena, which sucks.
No.
It's Staples Center. Yeah.
Rick says no.
Yeah, Staples Center sounds so good.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah.
It does. It's iconic.
Here's one that says, not only Baz did Little Rock drop the ball on FedEx years ago, Dave and Buster's, who were from Little Rock, tried to start in Little Rock, but the city wouldn't allow them to make an opening between Buster's and Slick Willie's at the train station.
How about that?
I did not know that.
How about that? Yeah.
Dave and Buster started in Little
Yeah,
Rock?
those are Little Rock guys.
They're
Yeah,
two
the Little Rock
Little Rock
guys.
I never knew that.
Yes.
Yep. Someone
Wow.
says, "Listen, we love it when we learn things on this show."
Absolutely.
Someone says, "Love how Baz it's not that expensive. It's not his money." That's right. I'm just making it be perspective. You know, if you're
that is cheaper than I figured.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it might be $10 million a
It's
year.
because of the length of the contract. That's
Listen,
probably
you know
why.
what? Here's the deal. Why don't we just put in? We could probably each one of us could put in an application to do it. Now they might refuse it because I'm willing to change it for $100.
Get your damn act together, okay? Settle down just a little bit. Don't like your attitude.
I want me some glory.
We need to get
Of course
that.
you do.
We need to get that latest show that he did.
We need to do that. We also got to get what he said the first thing this morning. You remember what he said?
Yes.
You got that one, and we've got to get Justin obviously saying Gloryland.
Yeah.
Yes.
Roger, did you see
That was so
somebody-
stupid.
on the
I feel like an idiot now.
Good.
There have been so many moments where I felt like an idiot on this show. That's clearly the latest.
Gloryland's close. You're close.
That's the button bar stuff.
I would say
want.
that's close.
What were you saying, Josh?
Did you all see on the D3 Auto Sales text line somebody suggested meow 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 stadium? Meow.
No. What if I were to send a letter up there to the stadium and it was a full page of nothing but meows, and I sign it meow? Exactly. Put a cap on.
Here's what somebody says. FedEx makes Memphis the busiest cargo airport in North America and second busiest cargo airport in the world. It is one of the busiest, obviously, in the world as a cargo.
But I think what people missed what Justin said earlier when I said it was the Sigma Supply Razorback Stadium. You can't have low grade product on that field if you call it Sigma Supply.
That's true.
You know, so that's you can't do that.
Also, the Grizzlies Arena is the FedEx Forum. So
Yeah,
that's
that makes
part of-
sense.
that's
Yeah,
part of the deal,
that's a
right?
pretty good name, FedEx Forum. That sounds
It's
good.
great.
Yeah,
FedEx
it sounds good.
Forum sounds fantastic.
Here's what it said. Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium was named in 2001, Baz. A little longer than 10 to 15 years.
Okay.
Okay, I was, so there you go, Justin. It was before that. It was just, again, remember, all this changed over the last 25, 30 years where stadiums realizing athletic departments, we start putting names on everything. Now we do it on the courts. We can do it on the courts now, which we had never seen that in college before.
How about this one? What do you say, RJ? What do you want to name it?
Slam-a-ram-a-roo!
I
don't like it.
RJ. Not a chance.
Someone said Big Red. There you go.
R.I.P.
Well, it'll be Family Market, Big Red.
Oh, he honky ice and ice. He honky ice and
What do you
stadium.
say about that, RJ?
And it's topped with pepper jack cheese, arugula, tomato, pickles, and caramelized onions.
My man, listen. You were gone. He came in here and he changed. Is there any way you can find
he's a part of our
arthritic?
state government.
If you because he changed it. Can you find arthritic?
The old ad's still there.
Oh, nice. Give me arthritic.
Argula.
It's all
And it's topped with pepper jack cheese, arugula.
Here's one that says,
RJ.
how about this stadium name? Got that wood right here, Razorback Stadium. That's pretty good.
I like it.
It's tough to fit in the sign.
Oh, here's one. It was a bad look for the Houston Astros, Enron Field, who they ended up getting.
That one's tough.
He had a lot of problems, obviously, Enron.
Hey, here's one. Stay on track, David. What about the vapes? What were you talking about?
Okay, about the vapes. Thank you. I forgot.
Thank you, Savage.
It's okay.
Thank you, Savage.
Josh, that was 15 minutes ago.
That's okay. But we've had fun. We've had fun talking about the stadium.
I forgot. He's right, though. I want to know. People are driving going, you sons of bitches.
So here's
not
stay
on track.
Wait a minute.
We need somebody from the 501 to come.
No. Did you think that we weren't going to get to it? Oh, my
I forgot all about it.
It's on my list.
It's on his list. We'd have got to it.
Come on, boys. You know I'm a pro at this. Here we go. No, so vaping. So had a friend who shared with me about having an addiction to vaping.
Okay.
That they've become addicted to
course.
vaping. And here's the deal. I don't understand. I mean, again, I've never done a vape. I've never smoked. So I'm just trying to get it. Is vaping as powerful as cigarette addiction, or is it worse, more or less? Or
well, listen, it's more chemicals because it's just chemicals.
Okay.
So it's not to what I understand, and you only want it because of the sensation, because you can get away with smoking it in a building.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Do you vape? Does the vape take as long as it takes to smoke a cigarette, or is it quicker? You do one little puff and you're done.
No. I don't know, but whatever the little charges are, let's say that this highlighter was a vape pen.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could smoke on that for half an hour, maybe hours.
Well, it's like cigarettes. You light it, and I mean, it's burning. Like it's burning.
Roger was a big time smoker.
Big time
Justin,
smoker.
I'm telling you, I think you've heard me say this before. Roger, at every break,
that's what smokers do.
Had to go outside and smoke a cigarette for years.
I'll tell you what.
Listen, I had leg day.
So people our age, my age, they, I think they're a bit more anxious than you all were at our age. Like I think the people in their 20s are just a lot more anxious now. You should see people now when they don't have their vapes, they lose them. Yeah. It's bad.
So it's super
really
addictive.
I think our generation has a serious problem.
That's what I was sort of asking Roger. Does it seem like it because
as an ex-smoker, and I don't know, I would think it's more addictive, again, because it is straight up chemical. We know what that is.
You might be right.
I mean, R.J. Reynolds, they lied for years about some of the stuff according to...
Well, the other thing about vaping, too, Baz, is, I mean, you can have all kinds of stuff in it.
Yeah.
Sure,
yeah, absolutely. You get juicy fruit flavor.
I don't know that I'm being...
Yeah, in other words, you can obviously you can have marijuana as part of your vape. Yeah, so that's what I wondered. Is that the part? Is it doesn't matter what it is you put in there? This addictive.
So the vape the weed pens are different. Like dab pens, or at least it's like they put oil in
them. They are? I thought it was all the same thing.
And I'm not a smoker, so
I've never done it.
But I've seen people with the dab, but the dab pen's a bit longer, and I guess they put the THC oil.
You're saying dad?
Dab, D-A-B.
Dab, okay.
Like, remember we talked about the dab butt spray?
Yeah.
It's spelled the same way, but I guess what that oil stuff is it's higher concentrated THC.
Sure.
They put in there. I don't know what's in vapes. Vapes are different. That's nicotine.
And then we also see a ton of these vape stores around. So obviously
they're all over the place.
I just didn't know.
Kids, my generation's hooked.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
What's your friend saying?
Just their kid has an addiction. Their kid has an addiction.
I can see it, and that's because, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you can do that anywhere. If your mom and dad might,
you're allowed to take that anywhere.
I don't know what our company says, but I'm just saying. Let's say your mom and dad don't want you smoking. This thing does not have the pungent. I don't think it does. The nasty smell that a
That's
cigarette
why it's allowed
may.
inside, right?
That's why you may be smoking it in your house. Now, I tried. What did I try when I was still smoking cigarettes? I think I tried a few of those things. It was an electronic cigarette. Excuse me. Before the vaping happened, it was an electronic cigarette. It looked like a cigarette. It had the little thing that glowed on the end of it. It looked like it was a fire on a cigarette. The problem is that you smoked it more. You smoked more of it sitting in your chair because you didn't go outside.
Right.
If you smoke, if I go outside, then I've got 30 minutes in between one.
Yeah, you'll see people like, like if you ever go to like a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
If you go to any of the establishments, if the waitresses are roughly my age or in the 20s, look to see because you'll see them kind of duck away.
Yeah, sure.
And blow smoke for a second because it's either like scented like cookies and cream or something like that, or the smell doesn't linger at all.
So the difference too, Roger. So with a vape, you don't have to like the old deal where you had to just smoke a cigarette for a minute or two. You can get just one quick inhale, and
the smell does not like.
And the fix is just the same.
You press a button on the vape, you smoke it, and you unpress the button.
I can see how that could be addictive.
You probably take that vape through Oaklawn.
Yeah.
You smoke that through, and it's not a problem.
You
So you're smoking more. Theoretically, you could smoke more.
And on a plane, I mean, you're not. You're not supposed to. It's illegal, but you're supposed to do it. Or you're not supposed to, but people do.
Yeah, that's what my next question. Can you do it on a plane?
Well, I don't know where you can.
You're not allowed to.
Yeah, I don't know where you can.
You're also not allowed to dip, but I constantly do it.
Well, I just
watch out, TSA.
I don't even know if they would allow that on an airplane. You might have to
hide it. You could do it in your jacket, but nobody would see it.
No,
right?
I'm talking about if you walk through the deal. If it's got metal or something, they say, "Hey, this is like a bottle of shampoo."
Are you talking about the vape thing?
Yeah,
Rod?
yeah.
You can go through TSA.
Very good.
So Simmons Macarena will allow you to vape in there.
Michael's listening.
Or is there a smoke section for just? I mean, you have to take the vape to the smoke section. I don't because you're right. It doesn't put off any odor. I
see a lot of people going in that vape store right by Boudreaux's, whether we're there on trivia night or whether we're there doing a Razorback ball game. People are in and out of that in the tattoo shop. I like one of they go together.
One of our listeners says, "I don't vape or have ever vaped. I like a good old traditional menthol cigarette."
How about that?
That listener happens to be my wife.
What?
Oh, what are we smoking?
I like Baz is trying to protect her.
I didn't know. Hey, so what's crazy? I know we got to go to break, Roger. I remember Justin and Josh. I remember telling Roger, which I have so much respect for Roger's ability when he overcame his drug addiction back in the day. But he could not break the smoking habit that he had, and it controlled you. I mean, you had to go out there, and Tommy did too for the most part. But you for sure, you were. And I remember saying, "Man, I wish you could get over that." And you were like, and you go like, because I was like, "Man, I know that he just can't get over that."
Yeah. Samantha celebrates 12 years next month.
You got hypnotized, right? That was when you talked to the guy who whatever, right? He gave you the.
No, it wasn't hypnotized. It was. I'll have to take, and I was going to do it for everybody as well. It's a thing I never can pronounce it right, but it's almost like you put there's certain points in your earlobe around your ear, pressure points, and he puts some
acupuncture.
And it's not acupuncture, but it's a puncture of some kind of. I'll announce it when we get back. I never can get it, but he hit those points,
and that
wanted me. And I remember when it was. Yeah. We were. They were still during Riverfest. I went that day. It was just by chance that he called somebody on the other station. They came to me. He said, "Roger, I want you to stop smoking an hour before you get it because I want you craving it. I want you wanting one, and I want you to come here and do that." Now, that was on a Friday. On that weekend, I just bought a pack of cigarettes and a lighter.
$8 a pop.
And I had them in my car, and I wasn't giving them up. I kept them in my car just thinking that was going to happen, but it took it away from me. And you got to have a little bit of the willpower, I reckon, to make sure you don't do it. And from that day on, I have put money in a jar.
How about that? Are you still doing that?
Every day.
How much money is it?
Every day now. For the last couple of years.
You take it out and count it again, put it in the bank
I
every
pay a
once in
cell phone with it. I do whatever.
Yeah.
For the last couple of years,
wow.
I put $10 a day in a bucket.
Because that's how much you were spending on a pack of cigarettes, what, 7 or 8?
That's crazy. It was 7. It was about 7.
It's probably 9 or 10 now, right?
Here, look at it. What is that? It's all 10s. Because every day I put it in a jar. I have to have something tangible.
It's a tough habit.
So I have to look at it and see. I don't want to say.
You broke it.
So how much money do I save a month if I'm putting $10 in a bucket? So you got 70, 140, 280 a month. It's almost $3,000 a year. That's a vacation. or that's having TV.
The amount of this
you can do it.
Roger Scott has is really impressive.
I have other issues.
I don't smoke.
A drug addiction and cigarette addiction.
Come on.
You know what? I need to be more addicted to the Lord. Is what I need to be.
Whoa! What?
I'm sorry. That just came out.
He did. He's not lying.
I was talking about a listener.
He's not. Samantha, I'm coming home early.
So, cool. We'll come back. We got Chuck Gatlin here. I wonder too. I don't know. Is the price on vaping? Is it expensive like cigarettes? I don't know.
Listen, we've got enough listeners out there that are vaping up right now. What's it cost to vape every day?
Michael Marion said you're not allowed to. Same as Macarena.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on where you are.
Yeah,
it depends on where you are or what they say.
They view it as smoking, I guess.
Yeah, if you get 20,000 people in that thing they're all vaping, well, how many of them? Say 10,000 people are vaping. Then you've got that, you've got that going on.
We were in the West Coast out there in L.A. and we were listening to
Secondhand Smoke. We were listening to Santana. Was it War?
It was War. The name of the song of the group. That's it. We smell that weed, man.
Oh, dude!
All right, we got to play a little Family Feud brought to you by Southern Bank when we come back. Don't go away. 8:30.
Centennial Bank presents Dan Hampton when he joins Morning Mayhem each week this football season. Centennial Bank, banking with you in mind. Member FDIC.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas men's basketball moved to 3-1 last night with a 91-72 win over Pacific. Adu Thiro led the way. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He was 8 for 10 from the floor in his 29 minutes. Boogie Flan also scored 20 points on 6 of 10 shooting, including 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. He was a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. One big note, Jonas Adu, the center for Arkansas, did not play last night, which meant the Hogs had to roll with a 7-man rotation in the game. Up next for the Razorbacks, a Friday meeting with UALR in Fayetteville. It's an 8 o'clock game. You can listen to it right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. Buzz Weather with KARK's Joel Young.
Areas of fog will clear out pretty quickly Tuesday morning with temperatures in the mid-50s. Then in the afternoon, look for plenty of sunshine, highs into the low 70s. But another cold front arrives Tuesday night. That'll bring us a few passing clouds and cooler temperatures. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Joel Young.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Scott Lucas Construction presents Bruce James every Tuesday morning this fall on Morning Mayhem. Bruce will break down each game, the opponent, and the Razorback program the only way he knows how, and that's with no punches pulled. Bruce James with David, Roger, and Justin on Morning Mayhem, presented by Scott Lucas Construction, servicing all of Central Arkansas, specializing in kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as home construction and all things remodel. Scott Lucas Construction. Find them on Facebook at Scott Lucas Construction.
Don't give in to that constant joint pain. Take control. Take back your quality of life today with help from QC Kinetics. Hey everybody, it's RJ Hawk. QC Kinetics is helping people every day right here in Central Arkansas and across the country with their amazing non-surgical treatments that repair and restore damaged joint tissue. They use the latest advanced regenerative medicine, taking your own body's healing agents and concentrating them right to where the area of your body is in agonizing pain. This incredible non-invasive approach helps you take back control of your body, relieving that pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or even your back. No invasive surgery, no harmful drugs or steroids, and definitely no downtime. Listen, summertime is here. You need to be having fun and making memories. Call now for a free consultation with QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440.
Bradford Marine and ATV proudly introduces the new Tracker Grizzly 1650 T Prairie Wings duck boat, arriving daily and just in time for duck season. Come visit your local Bradford Marine and ATV today at any of their 6 statewide locations. Your local Tracker dealer.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Did you know that we also offer mobile diagnostic service and repair? Equipment broke down? The check engine light on? We will come to you with the latest computer software and expert technicians to repair your truck on the spot. If it does need to come to our shop, we will arrange to pick it up. Let Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer take care of all your service and repair needs at your place or ours. That's 501-568-2185.
Just in time for the holidays, Connor's got cash for guns at Pickles Gap Weapon Shack. Whether it's one gun or the whole collection, Connor's got your cash for the holidays. Visit Pickles Gap Weapon Shack on Highway 65 in Conway or picklesgapweaponshack.com.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
All right, 8:36. Who's this by?
You tell me.
Is it New Edition?
No. Well, yes.
Is it one of the singers?
One of the singers.
Bobby Brown?
Bingo.
What is the name of the song?
You tell me. It's not a insurance company.
Come on, Chucky. What is it?
Not Progressive Insurance.
I'm cheating. I can see the screen.
Oh. Justin, what is it?
I can't remember the name. I know the song.
My prerogative. That's it.
Oh, my prerogative. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Before we forget,
a lot of messages on our D3 Auto Sales text line.
auricular therapy. AURICULAR. Auricular therapy. There's points on your ear, and this guy had a thing about as long as an ink pen. And it would shock. There's certain, you can look on the ear, it tells you where things are, cravings and things. He put that on there.
Weird. How about that?
Really weird. Really worked. Now I woke up, nude. But the dude had it, yeah.
I got a lot of messages, Rogers. I knew this topic would, because a lot of people know about this topic because they're using it. It just intrigued me because when my buddy told me about it, his son having the addiction, I just don't know enough about it, and I see it popping up all over everywhere, and so we'll continue to read the messages and respond. We got Chuck Gatlin in studio. Good morning, Chuck. How are you?
Good morning, y'all.
Thank you for your help last week on Gaming 101, Ladies Night with Oaklawn.
Thanks for giving away Justin Moore tickets.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And I actually learned a little something.
Yeah, and I think we got to do it again. We got to learn more. It was a lot. It was a lot to digest.
There was one point my head was
too much for me. I forgot. I don't even know. I
think we got to do it again, and then you've got to dial it back even lower in terms of.
We should talk about teasers again.
No teasers. Yeah. What's happening around the station?
Well, we got some live broadcasts going on. Okay. You guys are going to be at Fort Thompson tomorrow morning, 6 to 10.
Looking forward to that. You know why?
It's always a fun show.
Because the guys are great, number one.
Yes.
And number two, it means we're this time of year.
That's right.
And I love this time of year. I get more melancholy this time of year. And if I'm like the Godfather, I can't refuse anything that you ask.
And what normally happens at Fort Thompson on this show, Rod?
You buy a weapon or something of some kind.
Justin, do you remember how long ago it was? You remember you
bought a pocket knife.
You gave me some advice on the pocket knife, and what was the challenge we put out, Roger? Remember?
Yes. If anyone comes up to you and asks you to produce your pocket knife, if you don't have it on you, we'll have to give them a gift certificate to a restaurant of some type. So I kept gift certificates in my car for that purpose. That if you were, and you've always had it. Now it's a habit, right?
Yeah, and I actually got the bigger size the last time I went in there, and it's too big.
And that's what she said. And then this is where Randy Rainwater, when you came back to the station that very afternoon, we brought the equipment back, and you had you had your new knife. Yeah. This is what Randy asked.
What's that bulge in his pocket?
And I said, Randy, I don't know, but his knife's in his hand.
Roger, do you remember? Don't blurt, Justin. Do you remember, Roger, the name?
Yes, Benchmark.
Close. Benchmade.
Damn it!
Benchmade.
Yeah, you're very good. Yeah. Chuck, go ahead.
Oh, and get this. And then Thursday.
Yeah, we're going to be
Nashville. That is so
well,
awesome.
Well, no, we flipped it.
Oh.
So what's going to happen?
Hey, thanks, Chuck. See you, buddy.
Way to go.
We're going to be at the state capitol Thursday.
Okay.
For the announcement of Oaklawn and Mystic Dan and all the kickoff of Oaklawn Racing.
For sure.
So that's going to be at the Capitol Thursday. Then I'm flying to Nashville that night, Thursday night. Shannon Lynn's going to be honored at the Bluebird Cafe. For his contributions, all the digitizing he's doing over there.
I cannot believe you're an incredible friend. Here's the thing, and I want to say this publicly so you know what I'm saying. I love you coming to Mainline Sports Bar every Thursday.
Yes.
And everybody wants to know where my work wife is when they're there.
Yes.
And I say work wife, but I'm actually the wife. For you to come. I don't want you coming to Mainline anymore because you do so much for everybody else. You need time for yourself. I'm serious. No. Not unless you start staying at my house.
The other thing this week, Justin, we're going to go over with Greg and the Hatchers, and they sort of used to make it a tradition to go over the CMAs. So that's Wednesday night. So it's a crazy Wednesday.
Man,
Thursday.
y'all have a blast.
Yeah, they're gonna have a blast. I'll be at Pop's Lounge. I'll be at Pop's Lounge on Wednesday.
Have a hoot.
Is that Baz starts with "Go ahead, Chuck," and Chuck says 3 words, and Baz goes, "Well, no, actually, I've got
forget. That's okay.
No, I've been to I went to the CMAs one time.
Yeah, I've been 10, 15 years ago
when it was when they were still doing it at the quote unquote new Opry House. Before they moved it over to Bridgestone.
Okay,
Arena.
wow. Okay, that's been a while back. What else you got after Wednesday, Thursday?
I'd just about rather do anything else than that.
I know.
You go to the CMA.
To be honest,
I know
with
you hate those shows.
Well,
yes.
As an artist, I bet it would be a pain.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are okay. So everything has changed for Thursday.
Yes.
The Zone will be at Bell and Sword on Thursday. Roger's going to be out at Mainline doing
on Thursday. I'll be at Mainline Sports Bar. That's right.
And Saturday is Game Day, Hog Wild Game Day, sponsored by Mud Connection.
Yeah, if I may jump back.
People's watch party at Boudreaux's.
Boudreaux's watch party on Saturday. I'll be at Boudreaux's tonight for trivia. I'll be at Pop's Lounge tomorrow at Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort because once a month on Wednesdays they have comedy show there. You talk about Nikki Glazer and them. Comedy show. Tony Tone is going to be the headliner at Pop's Lounge tomorrow. $5 gets you in the door. It's once a month. Today is that day. Is the month in November. Tomorrow is that day, and we'll do it again next month. I think the 16th. But that's where I'll be tomorrow, and then Thursday back at Mainline Sports Bar. Come on out and hang out.
That's awesome.
And what else you got?
The game, football tomorrow, Saturday.
Yep. The last home game for the Razorbacks.
What time is the game?
2:30. No, is it 2, 3?
Game day starts at 11. So yeah.
So 4 hours. It's 4 hours from the kickoff.
No, it was 11 o'clock. It'd be a 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
3
o'clock kick.
There you go.
Remember?
That's a weird time after having all these 11s.
Oh, State got the 6 wins this weekend.
They did.
I like it a lot.
Where's your band playing? Of course, Chuck. That's what we want to know next.
We're off this week.
Ain't got no damn band, David.
Our next gig will be December 6th back at After 5.
And the name of your band?
Southern Frayed.
It's a lot of numbers in that again.
I know.
Raj, listen, because it's already 43. Let's take a break, come back and play Family Feud if we can. 661-1037. We need a contestant.
We have tickets to go see the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Wow.
Shut up!
On Saturday.
Shut up! There's no way you have that. There's no way we have those to give away.
Justin, how many fans do you think will be in the crowd Saturday? What are your prediction?
I'll say they'll announce like 65.
right.
Or something like that.
And probably 55, probably. Something like
that.
Yeah,
probably. Something like that.
A lot of people, Roger, as I thought, because I knew when I brought this topic that a lot of people have asked about help. They've given some stories. So we'll try to get to all your messages during the breaks and respond to all of them because we appreciate, you sharing with us your thoughts on the vaping deal.
And the other thing is if there's enough people out there that want to stop smoking and want to use that auricular therapy, I am not opposed to purchasing the piece of equipment and getting hold of the doctor that showed me how to do it.
Performing the procedure.
And performing the procedure.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would listen. It'll say, I think it was like $100 is what he charged to do that.
Not bad.
He's
retired now, right?
Yeah, he moved to Florida years ago, but I'll be willing to help out if I can.
All right, don't go away. We need a contestant. Let's go. This is David Basil for Simmons Bank. Simmons Bank was founded way back in 1903 in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, with first-day deposits of around $3,300. Today, Simmons has over $27 billion in assets and employs more than 3,000 associates across 6 states. They are a community bank taking as much pride in customer relationships as they do in their extensive products and services. For more than 120 years, Simmons Bank has worked hard to make their customers' financial goals become reality. Whether those goals look like buying a home, purchasing that new car you've always wanted, or starting a business, or maybe even sending a child to college, or simply having greater confidence when it comes to managing your money. What started as a small hometown bank in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, more than 120 years ago, Simmons Bank has grown strong ever since. Speaking of strong, Forbes ranked Simmons Bank one of the world's best banks on its 2023 list. Stop in and visit any of their over 200 banking locations. Simmons Bank was born in Arkansas and is here to serve Arkansans like you and me every day, every month, every year. That's Simmons Bank.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8. 888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
dial 8 for Rainwater Holton Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa. Guess what? We're going back to Christmas 2004, where you can save 30% off the best stocking stuffer ever. You can get a facial and a massage for $100. Go to our website, avabelladayspa.com, or stop by our spa at 301 North Shackelford Road in West Little Rock. It's as easy as avabelladayspa.com for all of your Christmas needs. Merry Christmas!
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
Attention Arkansas homeowners. Bath Makeover of Arkansas started with 50, then 30. Now we've reached the final days. Looking for 20 homeowners to participate in our Rake in the Fall savings event and receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. Bath Makeover is looking to evaluate our exciting new product lines in real bathroom conditions, including our revolutionary new laser etched shower wall system. That's right. You'll be compensated for your time just to determine if our exquisite product lines are the right fit for your bathroom project. Final days. 20 homeowners who call 1-800-NEW-BATH will receive 75% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. Receive a $200 Walmart gift card with purchase, and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now to receive a $25 Starbucks gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
You know the sound, you know the place, and you know the time of year that means live racing at Oaklawn is coming. If your Oaklawn is playing favorites, letting it ride on long shots, or just soaking up the vibes of race day, it's time to make your plans and discover your Oaklawn. Live racing starts Friday, December 6th. Reserve seats, rooms in our hotel, or a spot in your favorite Oaklawn restaurant at oaklawn.com.
This is my Oaklawn.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Thanksgiving is almost here, which means it's time to start thinking about your holiday plans. This year, save time along with the worry and hassle, and let the team at Edwards Food Giant do it for you. Their turkey dinner includes the turkey, as well as their signature cornbread dressing, giblet gravy, cranberry sauce, and dinner rolls. All fully cooked, homemade, and ready for you to heat and serve to your family. If that's not enough, their deluxe turkey dinner also includes sweet potato casserole, green beans, and apple pie. Now that's what I call a Thanksgiving spread. Click on EdwardsFoodGiant.com to view their full menus and find out how to order your dinner.
Tune in each week when Susan Irwin Prowl shares her keys to the weekend music events calendar with Justin and DJ. Brought to you by Willie D's and Big Red Dog Productions. Big Red Dog Productions is your gateway to music excellence in Central Arkansas and beyond. Visit entertainersguide.com to see the weekly calendar and submit your shows.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
All right, don't have much time here. We've got a contestant, got several contestants. And this is for tickets if you want them to the Razorback Louisiana Tech game this weekend.
If you don't want them.
Or if you don't want them, kickoff's at 3 o'clock. Who we got there, Roger Dodge?
Who do we have there?
Looks like Jeremy.
Jeremy, are you ready to play the feud? Where is he? Jeremy! Are you ready to play the feud?
Here we go. Hello.
Jerry, there we go. Here, let's go.
It's time for everyone's favorite game, Family Feud. Sponsored by Southern Bank. Visit bankwithsouthern.com for more information about your lending needs. Now, Let's play the feud.
We got a good one.
Oh, okay.
Exactly what we have.
All right, Jeremy. The teams will be you, Justin Moore, and Chuck Gatlin versus me and Josh.
Are you ready, Jeremy? All right, Jeremy, we're going to play this game real quick. Your name is your buzzer. You're going to have to use your buzzer only on this very first question. Listen to country singing sensation Justin Moore when I ask him to give me his buzzer.
Justin!
Let me hear your buzzer, Jeremy.
Jeremy!
That's not bad. So you started out
Pretty
whipping,
good.
but you finished
Pretty
strong.
good.
You sure did. All right, here we go. Let me see the question again. I asked 100 people just last week as I was leaving Mainline Sports Bar. I said, hey, you 100 jerk faces, give me the top 5 answers to this question. Name something that has to be licked. I heard Josh.
A lollipop.
A lollipop. That's a correct answer. That's number 1 on the board.
Very
you
nice.
Control the board,
Thank God
Jeremy.
Baz didn't answer.
Sit back, Jeremy. Now, you and Baz control the board. You can keep it and run it and take these tickets out of Jeremy's little formerly nicotine-stained hands or pass to him.
I like winning, but Baz wouldn't like me to play, so I'm going to pass.
Very nice.
Ooh, you're
Good
going to
job,
pass.
Josh.
Very good. He didn't want to play. Jeremy, you are the leader of this team, but I would listen to your excellent partners in Justin Moore and Charles Nelson Chuck Wagon. Give me the next 4 answers in this question. Name something that has to be licked.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Number 2 on the board. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh.
No, 33 people said lollipop. 32 people said ice cream. The next 3 answers were 11, 10, and 9 people respectively. Name something that has to be licked.
It's a little old school. What about stamps?
What about Oreo?
Stamps. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Hold on, did you say Oreos?
Huh?
Stamps is better.
But he said Oreo.
You did say Oreo. Yeah. You want to go Oreos? You want to go Stamp?
I like Stamps.
I'd like to watch you licking Oreo. Stamps is number 3 on the board.
Jeremy sort of sounds like the guy off of
Sling Blade.
No, the
I like Jenny.
No, it's the
yeah. I like.
Not too good.
That's what he sounds like to me. That's it.
Let me hear you say you like Oreos, Jeremy.
I like Oreos.
See, I'm telling you, it sounds like that guy. Okay,
all right, 11 people. We'll play it in a minute. 11 people said Stamp.
Oh.
10 people and 9 people respectively said the number 4 and number 5 answer to this question. That is, I was leaving Mainline. Name something that has to be licked. Popsicle.
I like that.
Number 4 on the board.
Wow.
Number 4
Good job,
on the board.
Jeremy.
3 strikes still available to you, Jeremy.
I was thinking since we said or since Chuck said stamps, would envelope be there also, or would that be overkill?
But I think it's a separate answer. It's a separate answer.
Yeah, listen to
You
that.
want to go with him, Jeremy?
He's getting excited.
Absolutely.
Well, your lips is number 6, but number 5 is envelope.
Wow, that was fast and easy. Fast and easy.
Sweep. Holy
well
cow.
Done. Well
Holy
done.
cow. Do you like it?
I like it a lot.
I bet you do. Way to go.
Good job, Jeremy.
Jeremy, hold on. Let Josh get a hold of you, give you all the information to tell you how you won your prize, my friend.
Let's go, Jay Moore.
Say it again,
Yes, sir.
Josh. Hold on.
What about you, Robert?
Can you see? Not too good.
Not too good.
For those that don't know, that is a scene off of Django Unchained where
It's the best scene in the whole movie of Django
where they're
Unchained.
they're getting ready to do a raid. These KKK guys.
Here we go.
And the bags that they
saying they don't appreciate what Jenny
the
did.
bags
All
on their
I
head.
had to do was cut a hole in a bag. I could have cut it better than this.
What about you, Robert?
Can you see? Not too good. I mean, if I don't move my head, I can see you pretty good, more or less. But when I start riding, the bag's moving all over, and I'm riding blind.
I just made mine worse. Anybody bring any extra bags?
No, nobody brought an extra bag. No, y'all, I'm going home. Y'all watch my wife work all day, get 30 bags together for you ungrateful sons of bitches.
That's a
and all I
great
can hear
SOB
is
right there.
criticize, criticize, criticize.
Okay, I'm confused. Are the bags on or off?
I think we all think
the bag was a nice idea. Yeah. But not pointing any fingers, they could have been done better. So how about no bags this time? Next time, we do the bags right, and then we go full regalia.
Full regalia. You've got it, Justin. If you haven't seen it, it's the best scene.
I have. It's just been a long time. It was like when it came out.
Such a good scene.
But I watched it.
It's the best scene in that movie.
Such a good scene. Hey, earlier, I appreciate all of our D3 Auto Sales text line text to us. Trace Atkins, Justin, you mentioned big dude, was a walk-on, Roger. You saw that earlier. Offensive lineman at Louisiana Tech, but tore up his knee his freshman year, and that was it. So he got away from that.
That was it right there.
Someone said, and I don't know if you know this, Chuck, the real reason why Dave and Buster's left Arkansas is because the payout system for their games violated the gambling laws at that time. It wasn't until those laws were changed which allowed Dave and Buster's to come back to Arkansas. So we were talking about we lost FedEx, we lost Dave and Buster's.
Is that right?
Someone says Holiday Inn was established in Memphis by two brothers from Helena, Arkansas. I've never heard that before.
I want to say that they were the Golf brothers. I don't know.
Is that right?
Is it GOFF?
They didn't put that in there. Here's one that says, my wife vapes, and it's $20 per vape.
All right.
Have you vaped before, Chuck? Yeah,
no, he just huffs.
And so the question is, I don't even know how that. I mean, when you vape, does it last a minute? Does it last 30 seconds?
Oh, I don't know what this is.
I don't know.
I don't know what it does. I don't know what the.
We need to get somebody on.
We still talking about vaping?
Yeah.
Does he mean the cartridge was $20?
What's that? I don't know.
He's got to be. Surely he means the cartridge.
Well, somebody on here said something. Now, what was it? How much money did the person spend?
Oh, how much money they were spending?
Well, you call my brother. My brother used to work for a tobacco company. For now, he's a
I
dentist.
currently pay $40 for 2 vapes. They last me 2 weeks.
If you're a cigarette company, are you
endorsing it?
Are the vapes they're battling each other?
So my brother's family, brother's company, they bought like a third of Juul when Juul was really, really big.
The hell did he just say?
So they brought the company, the Altria tobacco company, bought a third of Juul because Juul was
Is Juul a vape company?
Yes, big vape company. And then they end up having to lay off a bunch of people to afford buying a piece of Juul. Right after that, big lawsuit for Juul. Juul got in a lot of trouble because their marketing was to teens.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff was trying to appeal to younger people. And they said they were not totally truthful. I think it was in the Juuls.
Well, Roger, vaping doesn't look as cool as the old cigarette smoke back in the day. That was just not as cool.
No, because you can't flick a vape when you're done. You can't flip it at somebody's face.
Listen, we were smoking cigarettes back in the day everywhere. As much as pregnant women were smoking back in the 40s and 50s.
Can you shotgun a vape? Can you shotgun a vape pen, Chuck?
Yeah.
Well, you're a band member.
Did you smoke cigarettes, Chuck?
Rock and
Chuck's
roll
so clean.
drugs.
Thank you, Chuck.
No, he just. What else? What did you do though? What was the illegal drug that you did as a band member?
Cocaine.
Don't do it. What was it?
He's so clean.
You did something. You have to.
He's so clean.
Well, don't
Thank
blow
you,
the
Chuck.
image. What did you do?
Thank you, Chuck. 9 o'clock.
Hamsters. You do it.
If you're living with chronic joint pain in your knees, hips, lower back, and shoulders, I've got exciting news for you.
Emmett Smith, all-time rushing leader and Hall of Famer.
Now you can get relief from pain without harmful medications and surgery. Call my guys at QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics specializes in biologic therapies that can repair and restore damaged tissue. I'm talking about natural pain treatments now available, not just for pro athletes, but to people like you.
At QC Kinetics, we're seeing patients every day who suffer from chronic joint pain but who desperately wanted to avoid surgery. We're treating joint pain with biologic therapies, regenerative solutions with long-lasting results.
Listen, it's all about getting your life back. Playing touch football with kids, walking upstairs pain-free, getting back on a job, and patients at QC Kinetics are raving about the results.
QC Kinetics. Call to learn more about restorative treatments that can get you back in the game.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
Former Razorback linebacker Hayden Henry joins Out of Bounds every week through the football season courtesy of Crane Automotive Team. Shop over 5,000 new and pre-owned vehicles at craneteam.com.
Where the Hogs hit the hardwood. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
The former Dallas police officer who killed a Harding University grad is being sued for millions in his murder. Amber Geiger is serving a 10-year sentence for shooting Botham Jean in his apartment in 2018. She claims she thought he was an intruder in her apartment, so she shot him in self-defense. John's family filed a civil lawsuit against her, saying the use of deadly force was not justified. The trial started yesterday. John's family is seeking unliquidated damages and could get money from any Geiger book or movie deal in the future. future. Arkansas is chipping in with relief efforts in Florida and New Mexico. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders signed off on 2 executive orders. One will send $25,000 to Hurricane Milton recovery in Florida. The other will send $5,000 to wildfire and flooding recovery in New Mexico. The money from both orders comes from the Emergency Management Assistance Compact. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
It's Coach Kevin Kelly, Wednesdays on the Zone, presented by the Little Rock Athletic Club and Racket Club. Now through December 31st, get 50% off joining for the holidays.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. Buzz Weather with KARK's Joel Young.
Areas of fog will clear out pretty quickly Tuesday morning with temperatures in the mid-50s. Then in the afternoon, look for plenty of sunshine, highs into the low 70s. But another cold front arrives Tuesday night. That'll bring us a few passing clouds and cooler temperatures. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Joel Young.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Catherine Eldridge here with Doe's Eat Place Little Rock, reminding you to call us and book your holiday party now. We can do parties from 7 to 65. Just call 501-376-1195 for more information and to book your group. And remember, Doe's Eat Place, for goodness sakes.
Hey folks, Roger Scott here with some fantastic news from Lions Drug. Are you looking for an affordable solution to improve your quality of life? Well, listen up, because Lions Drug has got you covered. Lions Drug is now offering FDA-approved generic Cialis. It's known as Tadalafil. And the best part? You can save up to 80% on all strengths of Tadalafil. You heard that right. Up to 80% savings on the same trusted medication. Whether you need a lower dose or the full strength, Lions Drug has got it all at unbeatable prices. Imagine the convenience and savings when you switch to Tadalafil from Lions Drug. So why wait? Head over to Lions Drug today and take advantage of these incredible savings. You deserve the best, and Lions Drug is here to deliver. Visit Lions Drug online at lionsdrug.com or give them a call at 844-676-2247 or stop by in person and learn more. Remember, that's up to 80% off all strengths of Tadalafil only at Lions Drug. Lions Drug, where great service and amazing savings are just a prescription away.
Bradford Marine and ATV proudly introduces the new Tracker Grizzly 1650 T Prairie Wings duck boat, arriving daily and just in time for duck season. Come visit your local Bradford Marine and ATV today at any of their 6 statewide locations. Your local Tracker dealer.
Mickey Hennard for Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. We've been selling and servicing Kubota equipment since 1991. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, we pride ourselves in an honest sales experience and unmatched service after the sale. We carry Kubota tractors, mowers, construction, and hay equipment. If you allow us to be your Kubota dealer of choice, we promise not to let you down. Come see us on Main Street in Searcy. Hennard Foothills Equipment, we're your hometown Kubota dealer no matter where you live.
Hello, this is Justin Acree. If foot or ankle pain is slowing you down, it's time to visit the experts at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Doctors Martin, Matthews, and Parham provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for foot and ankle issues. From common problems to more serious conditions, they're here to get you back on your feet, literally. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Hey, Mom and Dad, are you looking to take your young athlete's game to the next level? Summerwood Sports in Bryan has got you covered. From basketball to volleyball, Summerwood Sports offers top-notch training for youth up to 7th grade. Whether your child prefers individual attention or small group sessions, we've got flexible setups to fit their needs. Our expert coaches help your athlete improve their skills, build confidence, and most importantly, have fun. Spaces fill up fast, so check availability now at summerwoodsports.com. Summerwood Sports, where young athletes train to be champions.
Black Friday, Brown Friday, Blue Friday, Floral Friday, doesn't matter. It's all priced just right at Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor, where comfort meets style. No matter what color it is, through December 2nd, save up to 50% on select items, 35% on sectionals, plus 30% off store-wide. The color choice and style are all yours. Shop extended hours to outfit any room in your home at Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor, Shackelford Galleries of Little Rock. Long live the lazy.
Ethan Bates, Conference USA Player of the Year here for HJ Trailer Sales. It's finally fall, my favorite time of the year. Well, okay, except for maybe baseball season. When I need a dependable trailer to get in and out of the woods, there's no better place than at HJ Trailer Sales in Hot Springs. from sales to repairs. HJ Trailer Sales keeps me ready all hunting season long. Being from Hot Springs, it doesn't hurt that they're my hometown trailer store. Family owned and operated. Go to hjtrailersales.com or on Facebook.
Stay up to date with the latest Razorback news with the Red White Report every weekday with Justin and DJ on The Zone. Presented by Tiretown Point S in Benton. Make sure your car is game day ready before you head up to the hill with Tiretown Point S.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I want your blood. I want your soul.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
I want them both right now.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I'm your huckleberry.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, Lunger, let's do it.
All right, 9:06 here on this Tuesday, November 19th. We are 9 days to Thanksgiving. A couple of basketball notes. We already mentioned the Razorbacks won last night. It was it was close at first, but then the Hogs pulled away, 91-72 over Pacific. Thero, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 4 steals. Flan, 20 points, 4 steals, 3 assists. Wagner, 14 points, 5 assists. Razorbacks shot right at 60% from the field. So they will play this Friday against Darryl Walker's. What's that?
Little Rock.
Yeah, they'll play against Darryl Walker's Trojans Friday.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
I think that should be a decent crowd for that. It's a Friday night. You got the football game.
Where's that at?
At Bud Walton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justin, were you able to watch last night?
I got to watch the second half. I was coaching my 10-year-old for the first half of the game, but and we got beat 12-1.
Ouch.
Either way, but you know, that Thero guy.
I know. He's a beast.
He is a
beast.
stud, man.
Looks like a football player.
God, he is so much better than he was last year at Kentucky. He's been the best player on the team, in my opinion, by far. And I think Nelly, if we can get him going, he's still not right. He had a wrist injury, I think, on his shooting hand, if I'm not mistaken. And which he did knock down a couple of threes in the second half last night. But if we can get him going, we'll be all right. And we won by, I don't know, 20-ish, whatever it was, 17, 16.
Yeah, right.
But we were missing Brazil last night, and we're still missing Adu. Adu is a big piece, in my opinion.
Yeah, to have a second rim protector like that.
What do you think about the usage?
So we were playing all, smalls last night, except for Big Z, but I mean he can't play the entire game,
right?
So
well, AD is going to help them out in the sense that it's a bit more traditional when he does play, but it's going to give their guys in the perimeter a bit more space because Big Z
I agree.
He floats a lot, and he doesn't want to play a lot of offense around the rim. He's not as
likes to shoot the three.
He likes to shoot, right? And he's not as good as a post scorer. He's a good pick and roll guy because he's fluid and he moves well. But he's not a back-to-the-basket big guy in the way Adu is, and kind of keeps a bit better perimeter spacing.
Couple other things.
Sorry, one more. On Justin's point.
Yeah.
You're dead on about Thero. He's offensively leaps and bounds better.
He's so much bigger and stronger than everybody.
And the way he goes up and grabs rebounds even. I mean, I love. I mean, he's just he looks like he's on a mission this year.
Yeah. And then John L. Davis, the other thing is about him, I really do believe he's getting used to playing off the ball because at FAU he was point guard for a lot of it, and so now he's having to learn how to play off the ball and move a lot more without the ball.
Yeah, and I thought Josh last night, I didn't think that they don't even play through him that much right now.
No.
You know what I mean? I could see down the road they're playing more through him because he's, in my opinion, he's the most skilled offensive guy on the perimeter.
I would say
as far as
refined skill, like he's
right. Yeah, he's the most experienced and he's the best shooter on the team. He hasn't shown that yet, but I think he is.
Yeah, no, I think there'd be a difference of shooting off the ball and shooting on the ball. He's getting kind of, when they played against that Baylor zone, they were looking for him in the corner. I mean, it's kind of weird when you go from playing point guard to being a guy where they're swinging the ball to you in the corner, shooting threes. I know it's the easiest shot, they say, but it's a bit different. And you're right, Justin, there are going to be games where they're going to need a scoring. There's going to be an SEC game where it comes down to the end, and you're going to want to put the ball in a guy's hand who's 22 years old and has been there before and done it.
Right, played in the Final Four
Exactly.
and knows how to win and knows how to ice a game at the end of it, and all that. Yeah.
On another note, basketball wise, last night Anthony Black, our guy, and we need to get him back on the show if we can, find a schedule to work. I had a career night last night in Orlando's victory over Phoenix. 20 points was season high, 9 assists, career high, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, 60% from 3-point range, 3 of 5, and 7 of 8 free throws. So listen, he continues to get better, and he's still young. What is he? 20 years old? I mean, he's still a kid, man. He's still young.
This is his second year, right?
Yeah, it is. So good job there, Anthony. And then
he's starting a lot better.
Yeah, you were telling us about a score last night in the division FCS, or is it the Division Two?
I think it was UMKC.
What is that? Junior college, or is it Division? What is it?
UMKC is their Division One. They're
FCS.
FBS.
FBS.
If you want to use the
for basketball.
So I see this from this kind of crossed my timeline from Kyle Boone, a writer at CBS Sports, and he says Kansas City, which I assume is UMKC, beat Cavalry University on Monday night by 100 points. The final was 119-19. The coach,
oh my gosh,
from KC said he said the players stayed within themselves and they were not getting caught up in the score. And he also said once the game was out of control, we wanted to do some specific things and work on some stuff, but I wanted to make sure they didn't take them lightly. So he seems to think they called off the dogs.
Yeah, they obviously didn't. They obviously didn't. So what do you do in that situation where you're so much better, you see it, you can win by 100? Should you slow it down and just try not to make it? I mean, I don't know what you do. I mean, do you play full tilt and go, or
you empty the bench?
That's right.
Number one.
That's the other part. Yeah.
But you can't tell those kids, hey, don't try to score.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Could you tell them to walk it up and go to the end of the clock?
Can you tell them to not be themselves?
Can you milk the shot clock for half of it, and then run a play, or what?
Well, you should be able to tell you slow it down pass it around for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then
10 passes.
Absolutely, do that. Make sure we do that. Yes.
Yeah. Can you imagine getting beat by 100 points? Holy mackerel!
Can you imagine being in college and scoring 19 as a team?
No.
I mean that's seriously that's crazy.
I know. I don't get it. It just
I don't know how you accidentally don't score 50.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I know.
You ever have a game like that where you just got absolutely just.
I never did. I played only high school, but no, never.
We had
it just never happened.
The other disappointing game last night, boy, you turn on the Cowboys and they look bad. I mean, they just jeez. They're at home. They've lost 5 games in a row at home. The stadium's falling apart. Roger,
settle down a little.
Jerry's having to look up at the stadium to see pieces of a stadium coming down.
He's got issues with the team not winning. Obviously, he's got his receiver saying there's too much sunlight. He's talking about tearing it down. He's getting ready to snap.
Settle down a little.
He's going to settle down a little bit. That's what he's going to do.
I saw his plane flying on Saturday.
Do what?
What was it?
I saw his plane flying.
Oh, did you?
Saturday.
Yeah, that's always. Listen.
Somebody else had the Cowboy logo on his plane.
Oh, he was here. That's right.
When you have that star on the edge of your plane, I mean, it stands out amongst everybody. 661-1037. Today is I mentioned it's National Campout Day. Justin, it's National Monopoly Day. We were talking because you were an only child. What was it like for you? Yeah. I was telling Roger. I would have to go play with my cousins if we were going to play, or
you
buddies.
Play with yourself.
Play with myself. What about you? What was your? Did you do the board games as a kid?
If I could talk my mom and dad into playing with me, but for some reason I never really liked Monopoly. I still don't.
Yeah,
because you never had anybody to play with.
But it takes forever.
Well,
my favorite was always Clue.
I remember Clue.
And my parents hated
Your favorite was Clue?
Yeah, my parents hated it.
And you want to be my latex salesman?
How's Clue played?
That's the one where you go. They were killed in the
Mr. Thorson in the library with a knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever played it. I thought I played it maybe, and I don't remember it. Roger, can you give me back to Monopoly? Can you give me the key parts?
We
of Monopoly?
played Yahtzee a lot.
I love Yahtzee. Love Yahtzee.
Yeah. Lose a dice and you're screwed.
Love Yahtzee. Give me.
What was it?
Give me something on Monopoly. Give me something.
You have Park Place and Boardwalk.
Okay, that was
those were the 2 most expensive. And what were the four railroads? What were the four railroads?
See,
Give it to me. Reading, Pennsylvania.
Look at you. Go, buddy.
I remember Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, B&O, Reading, and what was the other one?
What are these?
What was the
These
other?
are-
The
these are
railroads
on
in
Monopoly.
Monopoly. What was it? Somebody help me out. Reading, B&O, Pennsylvania. What was the other railroad?
And I also remember the thumb deal.
Thimble.
The thimble.
Thimble. The Thar. I don't know, the car.
And you had that. Listen, you're right. So for me, Justin, it was sort of the same way.
Well, listen, you couldn't get that. Now, that was something that when you've got multiple kids.
Did your family do
Short
that?
line, thank you. Short line was
Gotcha.
the other railroad. When there was 6 of us. So one of the things, and we had 3 kids. So there was a time, and we were still, Samantha and I were young when we had Eric, whose birthday is today. So when we were, had kids, by the time we had Zach, we had, we were still in our 30s. So we would buy board games for our kids because we had multiple kids. You had something to play with. You guys didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, did you have a barrel of monkeys?
Oh, I remember Barrel of Monkeys.
Of course. How simple was a barrel of monkeys? How simple was it? You want a barrel of monkeys?
Don't break the ice.
What was the
object of barrel of monkeys? You poured the monkeys out. They each had their arms, and you tried to pick one up.
Basic.
Then you picked up a second one, so you
basic.
got the second one. You got to pick up another one. It kept you off the streets. You didn't shoot anybody, and you just kept picking up.
Operation.
I remember Operation.
Take out wrenched ankle.
Could you imagine somebody's like, what do you owe your success to? Like, well, the barrel of monkeys kept me
Barrel of monkeys kept me off the street.
Listen, I tell you that Operation, man, that would get you on
Oh, yeah.
edge. Yo, you remember
But
that one?
That's a great. That's a great game to play. So, my mom, number one, big board game woman.
So if I went to your house, I was going to say, I always loved it. I would go to a house and you open up a closet and you on the top part you see 50 boxes up there.
You can go to one of our bedrooms now, and there's up there.
Yeah.
Trivial Pursuit. One of my favorite games that I wanted off of a radio station was Tri-Bond.
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 Never heard of it.
It was like I
haven't either.
It's like the question I do. Word on the street.
Yeah.
It's 3. You give me 3 things. Like here's one that I always remember. I can give you an off-color one, but we'll do that on the break. What do blue jeans, baseball games, and dumps, city dumps have in common? Baseball games, city dumps, and blue jeans. What do they all 3 have in common? Flies. They have flies.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it was Tri-Bond was a game you had to use your head like that. It was pretty good. Yeah, I won it off of Doug Steffen.
Dude, I remember 2 other games real quick. What was the Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
I had Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
The head would pop up if you hit him.
Yeah, you hit him square in
The red and blue.
red and blue.
That one hurt like the muscles down your arms, or just
You had to, it was just thumbs. There was no batteries.
And then Battleship was one that
Love
was.
Battleship.
Yeah, he was
Battleship was another good one.
I'll tell you what.
My dad had PTSD.
Battleship was kind of like Guess Who.
Yeah.
But I love
Right.
Guess Who. I love Guess Who.
Bobby Joe's right. Strip Twister. That was always fun. That was always fun.
That was his favorite. Operations go for that hand-eye though. I remember my mom. So my mom thought something was wrong with me as a kid.
What?
Go figure.
Huh?
Go figure. Because I am. Well, I used to when I crawled, I would drag my right leg behind me. So she always made
What are you, a mummy?
Yeah, I know.
What are you, the penguin?
You would drag your right leg.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody does.
What was the matter with it?
That's a great question.
Tyson was dragging his right leg. They said the other night.
Yeah. So
nobody drags your.
She made me go to like occupational
Wait a minute.
therapy
Wait
as
a
kid.
minute.
So something was going on.
No, nothing was wrong. I was fine. I was just a kid.
You had paralysis? No kid
Anyway,
drags
go ahead,
your
go
right
ahead.
leg.
Did you just say I was fine? I was just a kid.
Yeah, just kid.
I didn't drag my leg around as a kid.
Go ahead.
Just because I was a kid.
You talking about the same thing?
Also, I'm left-handed and I write with my right hand. So my mom was like, "What is wrong with this child? He drags his leg. He's writing the wrong hand."
Yeah. But you made it through.
I went to occupational therapy to play games like that. Operation to help with the hand-eye.
Look at that.
It was good. It was
So
good
your
for-
therapists were using that as tools.
different things. They made me like trace letters in shaving cream.
Don't you be ashamed of that.
No, you'd be very ashamed of that. You get on the phone right now.
You turn out okay. Hey, speaking of, we haven't asked Justin.
Excuse me, doctor. Why is my shirt off? What the hell's going on?
Justin, did you get a chance to watch any of the Tyson fight the other night?
Oh yeah, I did. It was like WWE, wasn't it? I mean, am I wrong?
I've got to go back. I got to go back and watch it.
I think so. Jake obviously let him off the hook just because. I mean, think about branding wise. Do you want to be the guy who KO'd 58-year-old Mike Tyson? Because he could have.
He could have.
Yeah. Well, I told Kate we were watching it, and I'm like, this is all scripted.
You think so?
I mean,
Well,
it's
why
like
would you script a boring fight like
WWE.
that?
I mean, didn't you feel like that?
No, I
Or
felt,
am I
felt like
crazy?
the result was predetermined that Jake knew he was going to go in there. Basically, Mike was going to throw a few punches at him, get tired because he's 60, and then Jake was not going to knock him out.
58.
I will say,
Let's shave
if
and
Mike
cream
would have
boy.
landed one of those right hands,
Yep.
it would have knocked the dude out.
Well, somebody's saying that. I just saw
his
a clip.
hands are still fast.
Okay.
But his legs were
Okay,
gone.
let me just ask this
Instantly.
question. If you were Mike Tyson,
Right, Josh?
Yes.
why would you give up your legacy?
He's not. His legacy's not hurt by that.
Yeah,
Because he probably made $30 million.
That's
Do you
my
think his
point.
legacy's hurt at all?
No, I'm just saying. It looks, Magic Johnson goes, "Wow, this is not the way we remember Mike Tyson." Why, if you had pride about yourself as a boxer, would you?
Because you need money.
Maybe
he needs
that.
money.
Well, that's
Why
the
do you think
question.
Floyd keeps fighting?
So my point is, so that's why he did it. Even though he knew it was gonna, you look like a punk. You look like this guy beat you. You're not. You're
Let me ask you
old.
something. Why
And
is-
we all ate it right up.
We did.
Why is
Myself
celebrity-
included.
Why is celebrity YouTuber Jake Paul boxing?
Well, hold on one second. You're right, Justin. You ate it up. You went to it, but then nobody that I've talked to liked it, enjoyed it.
Well, I'll tell
Nobody.
you what. Luckily for the fans, the two fights previous to that
We're good. Yeah, I good.
And
I heard-
the
yeah, I heard
women's
they were
fight.
good.
That's one of the
And
best
they got
boxing fights.
they got that decision wrong.
Justin,
by the way.
let's you and I get into
I
a
really did
boxing
too.
ring. Let's set it up. You and me. We make whatever kind of money
Let's
we can
do
make.
it.
Dude, listen, we'll throw it.
We'll make
But, yeah.
millions.
We'll make millions.
I will-
Nobody's listening, right? We're not on the air, are we?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I will say this real quick.
What are you choked up about? You're
The,
eating nothing.
Let me tell you. I have a lot. I don't particularly care for the guy, but I give the dude credit for coming up with an idea that put 60,000 people in Jerry's World, that got 60 million people to watch, and it made them all, 50, 100 million bucks. I give the credit.
Yeah, I think it said Jake Paul made $50 million.
Yeah, I give him credit. I mean,
He and his brother are both pretty good athletes.
and they know how to market themselves. They're good.
Logan's a really good
They are.
wrestler.
Yeah, they both
I
are.
just
good
saw
wrestler.
Joshua. I just saw a meme, or not a meme, but a video. Again, conspiracy theorists, and they're showing an open Paul and Tyson going in that could just clock him right in the jaw, but he pulls back.
No, that happens.
Is
in
that
fights.
fake?
That
Is it-
happens in fights.
But
all the
again,
time.
this is in slow mo. He
well-
may have saw something coming his way and back off too.
What I'll tell you is this.
Well, tell us.
Professional fights. These are sanctioned now. Look, here's the deal. The Texas Athletic Commission, notoriously bad. That's the only. If they try to make this fight in Nevada or New York,
it does
they
happen.
would not.
Yeah,
They
it
would not
does
allow it to
happen.
happen.
Yeah, right.
Florida, your Florida boys would sanction it.
Right.
And also Texas would. But when it comes to these professional fights, there's way too much money at stake for them to throw it.
Yep.
And also, it is a fight, right? So you are throwing punches. So.
Big
And the
gloves.
third question
Big
would be this.
gloves. Big gloves.
Bigger gloves. Also, my other question would be this: if you were to script something, who won from the way they scripted it the other night? Did anybody win?
I haven't watched it
I
yet.
think
Did
the
Jake
people.
Paul won easy?
Yes.
Steve Quall says $18 million in ticket sales at Jerry's World.
Just wow.
That's just to ask yourself: is okay if it's scripted? Who won? Who won out of that?
Well, who do you think? Who do you think? Jake Paul?
No, I don't think he won at all.
You mean the fight, or you mean
the fight? Yeah.
No, I mean from the standpoint of like coming out of this, because it's all a sideshow. It's all kind of a promotional deal, right? And that's why Jake Paul's doing this. He's building a brand. Did anybody get better? He didn't knock out a 58. No,
that's
here's the
right.
thing.
That's
he
right.
didn't knock out Mike Tyson.
He didn't look good
which is
either,
great.
right?
He landed
He's
some
right.
shots.
But
He
he
landed
did
some.
knock out a
It
58.
looks like he stunned Mike.
He's not.
He's not a real boxer.
Well, it
That's
looked like he
exactly
stunned
what
him.
I was going to say.
It looked like he stunned Mike a couple of times. and
Josh,
Mike lost his
he's
leg.
never fought a real boxer.
No, he is not. And he let Mike off the hook when he stunned
And
him.
he's laughing all the way to the bank. He's laughing all the way to the bank.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. They both won from that regard.
I couldn't land a
Or in
punch
that
on Mike
regard,
Tyson
rather.
and not hurt myself. I don't care what size gloves.
I just didn't like to see a guy that we know had a health scare a couple months ago.
You might be able to rig that fight, Joshua, but you're not going to be able to rig any of that MMA stuff. Those dudes. Oh,
Someone says here, I do want to thank all the folks who have written us on the text line, the D3 Auto Sales text line. Somebody says, I'm an only child, and me and my mom still play dominoes to this day.
outstanding.
I don't know how to play dominoes.
Well,
Do
you need to get together. Yeah, you need to get together with
fish?
your mom. No, I never played Go Fish.
Oh, Go Fish is intense.
Well, but that was a one person game, wasn't it?
No,
who'd you play with Go Fish?
You play
Go. What did you play? Candyland?
No,
what the hell's wrong with you?
Candyland.
You need to play
Shoots and ladders.
What'd you play?
Shoots and ladders.
Yeah, you get that at Cupid's. What a game!
All right, don't go away. 9:25 here, Morning Mayhem.
Razorback defensive end Landon Jackson joins Morning Mayhem each week, presented by Crane Automotive Team. Shop over 5,000 new and pre-owned vehicles at craneteam.com.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas men's basketball moved to 3-1 last night with a 91-72 win over Pacific. Adu Thiro led the way. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He was 8 for 10 from the floor in his 29 minutes. Boogie Flan also scored 20 points on 6 of 10 shooting, including 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. He was a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. One big note, Jonas Adu, the center for Arkansas, did not play last night, which meant the Hogs had to roll with a 7-man rotation in the game. Up next for the Razorbacks, a Friday meeting with UALR in Fayetteville. It's an 8 o'clock game. You can listen to it right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Josh Neighbors for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. Buzz Weather with KARK's Joel Young.
Areas of fog will clear out pretty quickly Tuesday morning with temperatures in the mid-50s. Then in the afternoon, look for plenty of sunshine, highs into the low 70s. But another cold front arrives Tuesday night. That'll bring us a few passing clouds and cooler temperatures. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Joel Young.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds, we'll take a look back at Arkansas Pacific, see if the Razorbacks can move to 3-1. Coach Z, Matt Zimmerman, will join us at 2:10. We'll get his thoughts on the game. Plus, Hayden Henry joins us at 1:30. We'll look back at the Texas game, look ahead to Louisiana Tech. Plus, Cowboys, Texans. Can the Cowboys pull off the upset? We'll talk about that and much more coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds.
Mickey Hennard for our service department at Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. Whether it's Kubota, Vermeer, or steel, our team will take care of you. Family owned for over 30 years, Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy, your hometown Kubota dealer, no matter where you live.
Are you ready to glow wild with the Little Rock Zoo? Arkansas's most illuminating event is back and larger than light, with all new lanterns to discover, making it more magical than ever. From November to January, when the sun goes down, you and your family will marvel at mystical creatures lighting up the night. Explore the majestic scenes of the savannah and dive deep into the mesmerizing wonders of the ocean. Join us at Glow Wild at the Little Rock Zoo, presented by Be Well Arkansas, a program of the Arkansas Department of Health. Get your Glow Wild tickets now at littlerockzoo.com.
Well, I'm an orthopedic surgeon, board certified.
Meet Dr. John Herzog, who's certainly done his share of knee and hip replacements. But these days, he's encouraging his patients to look at regenerative medicine options, now available at QC Kinetics.
I'm kind of the anti-surgeon right now, and a lot of my buddies, if they hear me talking, they're going to give me a call.
Dr. Herzog says advances in regenerative medicine can give your achy joints lasting relief, using highly concentrated healing agents from your own body to repair and restore damaged tissue.
We take the fluid out of you, we concentrate it and put it in an area where they couldn't normally get to and facilitate healing.
Are you suffering from constant pain due to arthritis or injury? Maybe it's time to look at alternatives to drugs and surgery at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in these exciting treatments.
What could be more natural than using your own body to heal yourself?
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Jeremiah Matthews in Little Rock, Justin Sollers in North Little Rock, or Michael Ludwig in Greenbrier today.
103.7 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback football. Coverage each week is brought to you by Edwards Food Giant, Malvern National Bank, Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Expressway Airport Parking, and Central Arkansas Cadillac. 103.7 The Buzz, the Hogs play here.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
All right, it is 9:30 on this Tuesday, November 19th. Thanksgiving just around the corner. Let's hit some of our D3 Auto Sales text line. Somebody said I boxed for 13 years. It's pretty easy to see rig fights, which that's what it was. Go listen to Joe Rogan telling what the stipulations were. I haven't heard if it's a fact. Everybody's throwing out, some of the stipulations of the contract. I haven't heard that for a fact.
Okay. So bigger gloves means it's more surface area.
I understand
it's
that.
tougher to knock people out with bigger
Right,
gloves.
sure.
2-minute rounds.
Sure.
Obviously benefits Mike as well.
Right.
And once again, if you watch how the fight goes, it makes sense. For Jake Paul does not want to be the person.
No. I know that,
Puts
but in the contract it doesn't say Jake Paul's going to. I heard somebody say that there's a contract that says it's got to go the full thing, or Mike doesn't get his money. If that's true, I just want to see it. I just want to see the contract that says this is staged beyond the big gloves, which definitely is a benefit, and the shortened rounds. That's exactly right.
I think that fight went how it probably should have gone.
Yeah, although you think if Mike Tyson was the Mike Tyson we saw in all the videos, that he could still knock him out, but it wasn't the Mike Tyson.
And I bought into it. I thought he could still do that, but he didn't get that one punch in too. I don't know what the reach was, but it looked to me that Paul had a longer reach and kept moving. And if Tyson, he lost his legs.
Yeah,
I don't think. I've seen him in hangover movies, and he's a fine actor. But I don't think because midway through the fight, you could see him try to do the shuffle for a minute.
Didn't do it.
No, he was trying to show, and he couldn't move.
Justin, did you see the clip that they show when you said it was his son? Well, you weren't here yesterday. I think his son was interviewing him in the locker room before the fight.
Yeah.
He said, "What are we expecting?" He says, "Vicious win," and he turns around to walk off, and he's wearing a jock, and his butt's showing. It looks like something off of the movie,
like Dave Chappelle's show or something. Like
that.
Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Mike did. Go back.
No, I missed it.
Justin, you got to go back. It is hilarious.
And look at that man's buttocks. And remember what Mickey told when I saw Tyson's legs and they were wavering and he couldn't move. The first thing popped into my mind was what Mickey told Rocky. You remember what Mickey told Rocky about it? Dame's weakened legs.
What?
Dame's weakened legs.
I remember that.
He had to stay away from Adrian. No, Adrian, we can't do it. I'm a fighter. I got to fight a few days. We can't do it. I'm afraid.
It says Netflix did not come out looking good. Their live streaming glitches were bad.
Yep.
I've heard a lot about that. Do you guys know anything about the Karate Combat League of Fighting? It's the real deal. I've not heard about that.
Listen, I can't do that other stuff.
I watch you.
I couldn't even watch the female boxers. I can't do it. I won't watch females hit. I just won't do it. I won't do it. Not in that setting.
That was a great fight.
Yeah, might be. I'll never know.
Mike Tyson made 20 minutes for a 60-minute fight. That's $1.25 million a minute. That's a win for anyone.
How much total?
Well, I thought it was. I heard $20 million.
I think they disclosed it. I think.
See, I figured they would be like split right down the middle. Because clearly,
no, that's what I thought. But no, that's what I thought too, Justin. But it wasn't. I thought
typically
the same
in fights, it's a different distribution.
Promoter and
clearly Paul though couldn't have done it without a name like Tyson.
And
so that's why I figured it would be kind of a split kind of deal.
We discussed this. There's no other name that would have drawn those numbers except Tyson. Nobody.
You think about it too. Like, Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury, who was he's Tyson's brother, but he was a reality star first before he started boxing.
Yeah.
And so like that kind of tarnished Jake Paul's reputation just a bit. So this was like the perfect type of fight. I mean, Mike was the A side. Jake was obviously very big in this because people want to see him lose, but Mike is still Mike Tyson. He's still the A side.
Here's one that says Trivial Pursuit, greatest board game ever. Roger, I remember when that came out. I remember thinking it was a challenging game, right? Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not an easy game. I never played it,
like 4 or 5 categories, sciences.
That's right. Then it came out on TV, or did it come out on TV first? I can't remember which was which.
I'm thinking it was a board game.
It wasn't. Okay, I'm not sure about that.
Board game first. Yeah, I just told you.
Yeah. Well, are you sure?
You listen to me.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I love how Raj, he goes, well, yeah. But,
I know.
well,
listen, I've been catching him a lot, Josh, or Justin, excuse me, whenever I say something to him, and he'll just skip right over it. So I've been calling him on it by going, you don't even listen to me anymore.
Here's one that says, hey, Baz, when you went to the touchdown club yesterday early, old Roger really went off on the university and the fans yesterday after you left. Ask him who hired John Calipari.
All right, here's the deal.
What's the scoop?
I answered that guy. Here's the thing. I didn't say one jack thing about the fans. I didn't say anything about the fans. Fans are fans. You're going to do what you want to do. What I did say was that I don't think Hunter Yurchek. People, listen, you're going to have to be satisfied with 6 wins, 5 wins. I didn't say anything about the fans. Hunter Yurchek didn't hire, in my opinion, it's all my opinion, did not hire Calipari. John Tyson said, hey, look, go get him. That's what happened. Same thing with
you have to have that happen for him to hire him.
He's the guy that says sign the piece of paper.
Yes.
He did not go seeking John Calipari out. It was not
he got a tip. That's right. He got
a tip from the man that said, "I'll pay for it. You go get it."
But is that?
I think you have to give him credit for executing it, though.
Well, okay. I just said that.
Personally.
John Tyson said, you can come here and he'll pay you. Execute it. That's fine.
Didn't Cal even say this? That he said a phone conversation with Tyson is
yes. Listen, of course you got to say execute it.
Hunter could have screwed it up. Hunter could have screwed it up.
How?
Hunter wouldn't
how? John Tyson hand-delivered this to him.
Ask. A lot of people complain about Lane Kiffin. That Hunter blew it with Lane Kiffin.
But did he have Lane? Did he have the backing?
I don't know.
Well, then you can't say that.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I know you're being devil's advocate on everything. What I'm saying is that I don't believe. I said my opinion that Hunter Yurchek did not have a list.
So what's your point of saying that? I think what's your point in saying that Hunter didn't hire him? So you're making a point
because people want to go out and find another coach, and who are you going to get? Who are you going to have to go get it? Well, look what Hunter did for Bobby Petrino.
Okay,
I say Frank Fletcher had more of a hand in that.
You're making the point that Hunter.
And what about Muss? I don't think Muss was on anybody's bingo card when he went and got it.
Do you give Hunter credit for that?
Well, you have to give him credit because he hired the guy.
Right. Well,
and in life, luck has to happen.
I'm just saying what your motivation is to bring that.
I have no ill will motivation. My motivation was the discussion about where people are going fire. I was talking about the sign firing Coach Pittman. I said, what do you want to do? I mean, you're just going to have to get over it.
So you're saying unless you get those kind of breaks like you get with a Tyson that calls, it doesn't do any good to fire somebody.
It's all about money, Baz, is what I'm saying. Yes. It's all about money. Hunter can't go there's no Calipari hire in football. He's got to have money to do that.
But yeah, I guess.
Unless he goes and gets.
Well, I think what he's going to have to do. You're right. There's no.
Let me just say this. My motivation is nothing ill towards anybody.
No, I didn't say it was. I was just saying.
Well, you're trying to find that out.
You said,
this guy, right, whoever this person is, I didn't say one thing about the fans. What I did say I take that back. I did say about the fans. So it was this. So you don't fill up stadiums and arenas in Fayetteville either, Northwest Arkansas.
Right. Yeah.
So get off of us down here.
That's a good point.
That's all I'm saying.
That's a good point.
That's all that is. So you want to?
I know there are more basketball games.
I don't care.
But you can make the same
argument.
I don't care.
Muss was having to get everybody to go up there as well. Fill up the arena. I bet Simmons is filled out. Don't tell me what the announced crowd is, and I'm okay with it. And I don't want Sam to lose his gig any more than anybody else. I think Coach Pittman became a head coach late in his life. I think he got late in his life. And that's why I think, to Coach Pittman's credit, he allows himself to let a Coach Petrino come in. He allowed himself to have Odom come in. He allows these guys who knows because he's comfortable in his own skin to say, look, I know where my weakness may be, and even though we might not admit it, but he's allowed those guys to be that way. That's to Coach Pittman's credit. But I don't think...
And he had a choice on Petrino? I don't think he had a choice.
Listen, to get Coach Petrino, you need to get Taylor Green. To get Taylor Green, you need Frank Fletcher. Again, all my opinion. I'm not going to do what the guys in Northwest Arkansas do and go, we just don't have the players in Arkansas anymore. Right. We don't have those type of players. We had Madre Hill and make Bama. That's all I mean. So they're blaming the players.
Justin, do you think there's any way that Sam is not retained after this year?
I think the only way would be to lose Saturday.
Yeah,
and that's what Trey Biddy said also on Drive Time. He said if they
that's what Danny West said too.
That's what who's not saying that? Well, I'm not saying it.
Okay, let me ask you this: here's
what I will say, and this is again just like Rod said, it's his opinion. Yeah. This is just my opinion. I think the best thing for the program is to retain Sam, and you keep this coaching staff intact. If you got to start over, if you got to completely start over again beginning next year, you're looking at another 2-win season, in my opinion.
And to your opinion, and to your point again, Justin,
that's my thoughts.
Well, you know what? We wanted that same coaching staff from the bowl game in Tampa to come back, and they did. We had a 9-4 season. Right. We wanted that. Let's keep them and again, to Coach Pittman's credit, he hires those guys, and I believe Sam knows his limits, and I think he became a head coach. But
here's the thing, Rod. Here's my point.
Yeah.
Next year would be Sam's 6th.
Yeah.
Correct?
That's right.
Okay. We've missed one bowl game. Remember where we were before that. We won 2 games. Then we won 2 games.
Justin,
again.
Remember where?
That's all I'm saying. I'm not.
Right. I'm not bagging on your buddy here.
No.
After 9-4, after year 2, we've lost. We won less games each year.
I agree.
Okay,
but what I'm saying is you gotta have perspective, though. Is all I'm saying. Before John L. Then Chad. We weren't even in games. We've gotten blown out in 2 games this year, and not. Sorry, that I don't know why this doing that.
That's all right. Go ahead.
But we've been in just about every game that Sam's coached. Have we won them all? No, we haven't. But I like going into the games knowing we got a chance to win, even against the number 3 team in the country. This past Saturday, we had a chance to win in the 4th quarter.
Right.
We didn't do it. But
Justin, what
I've seen way worse than what we are right now, and so I'm afraid of going back to that.
I think people are using that too much. I think people are using Chad Morris as too much of a gauge, thinking that because you're right, it's not as bad as it was. But at what point can that be well, at least it's not that bad, right? Because I mean, they're
man, it was so bad, Josh. It was so bad.
I know, but my thing about Pittman is this: I know the results have been a real mixed bag, but I've asked everybody this: what is Arkansas's identity as a team? It's year number 5. They don't have one. And if I ask you what does this Arkansas team do really well, you can't tell me because you can never depend on them week by week. And they don't have an actual identity.
D3 Auto Sales text line. Here's another one, and I take offense to this.
I don't know. What do you think, Baz? I mean, I don't mean to interrupt, Raj. I'm sorry.
Well, so here's this is my thought too. We better come ready to play the next 3 games because I'm gonna tell you what will happen, Justin.
Next 2 games.
Yeah. So
or we won't play a third.
I think if we play well, we should win this weekend. I'm gonna tell you, we go to Columbia and they beat us by 3 touchdowns, and we go to the bowl game and lose the bowl game or don't play well. I'm telling you, we're right back to where people are unhappy and the program's not going the right direction.
Perspective, as Justin's saying. So if you don't do that, I mean, where are we? Oaklawn Sports App, 4.5 wins is the over/under on wins. So there we are. Here's one. Roger, you did get very negative yesterday. Here's the thing. I didn't get – it's your opinion that I got negative. I'm not going to say you're wrong. But I'm sorry, I don't have the filter that a lot of other people do. I'm just coming at you and saying how I feel. I didn't say fire anybody, but I'm not going to have, I'm too cynical in my old age to let you just convince me that, and Hunter's just a man. What Jeff Long did to Mike Anderson was say, I don't care about this place. I'm going to give you Mike Anderson fans. That's what you want. And we're going to do that. It's not fair for fans to expect Bobby Petrino to be the Bobby Petrino that we had as a head coach and come back. He's changed.
So when you say that? When you say that? Then so you said
DJ Williams said he's changed. All those players have said he's changed.
What's your point in saying that? Does that mean we should have lower expectations for the team?
Yes, we should have lower expectations.
That's what I'm asking.
We should have lower expectations, and if you want those, if that makes you feel good to have lower expectations. I have higher expectations, and I had higher expectations because, Justin, to your point, when you say, Josh, we used to be bad. Well, I remember when we used to be good. And that's where I'm coming from.
Where I'm coming from is from the perspective point of view is that this is a different SEC.
No, it's a different world. But here's the deal. Okay, so my thing is, do we take we used to say before, maybe Houston was here, we used to do on this very show, every 10 years, the Razorbacks should be in the national title. Every 5 years, the Razorbacks should have 10 or more wins. You remember those shows, Baz? We should have those. We don't have those conversations anymore. It's a different SEC. We're not in the Southwest Conference anymore. We don't have I don't know if our fans expect, but every year when we're 0-0, and when we got up to Oklahoma State this year and we thought, even after that loss, everything's looking good. I'm not advocating firing anybody. I want the teams to stay together. We don't have players that stay together, let alone coaching staffs that stay together anymore. Coaching staffs. I'm not being negative. I'm just telling you how I feel. If that hurts your feelings, well, I'm sorry. Get you some shaving cream and write letters in it if you want. Whoa! Well, I'm sorry. Listen, you come at me hard like that, and I'm just giving you my opinion. If you want to give me your opinion, let me give it back at you. Is all I'm saying.
I think to raise Arkansas to raise their level, to raise their expectations, raise their floor, they need a coach who brings something dependable in terms of the product, about what your approach is, about what you do well, and also they need to inspire a certain amount of money.
Just like Cal did for basketball.
The football example is this though. It's Lane at Ole Miss, right? Because Justin has pointed out correctly, they used to be a doormat. They know they've got a great coach. So what have they done to keep him away from other schools? Because other schools will come knocking. They have
NIL.
They're going to NIL. So he can take players from schools that might want to take him, right? He's taking players from Florida. He's taking players from Texas A&M.
I think the problem is not the coaching staff. Top down, I think the problem is NIL.
Right, but
we got to figure that out.
That's what's changed everything, John. Here's one
coach that inspires the giving.
How much money did Roger give to NIL? So I've got to give money to have my opinion. Is that the way that works?
No.
Well,
not opinion. But if you want more wins,
but listen, whether I give the $100 deal or somebody gives you're going to get more out of a $250,000 person.
Yeah.
How many concerts are you going to keep giving, Justin? I mean, you can be honest.
Yeah. Well, also, you have to feel like the money you're giving is going to be used correct. Like, you have to have faith in the coach to get talent.
I have faith in them all. You know what we need? We need a MAGA coach. Make Arkansas great again. Who is it?
Actually, it's actually not a bad idea.
Who is it?
Somebody
Houston Nutt, Kevin Scanlon, AD's coach, MAGA Razorbacks.
All right, it's not a bad idea.
Don't go. We'll come back and wrap things up. 9:47. Life isn't just about living, it's about living well. And no one understands that better than Baptist Health. Baptist Health is there to support you in your wellness journey wherever it may take you. They really are so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner coming alongside you to help you live your fullest, healthiest life. From pediatrics to women's health to cardiac care to orthopedics to primary care. They offer the full spectrum of services you need to keep yourself and your whole family healthy, no matter what phase of life you're in. And you can always count on the care you receive at Baptist Health to be exceptional and compassionate. Listen, they're Arkansas's most trusted name in healthcare for a reason. For more than a century, Baptist Health has helped countless Arkansans create the healthy lives they deserve. And I know they can do the same for you. I know from experience the level of commitment they have for their patients. I've been a Baptist Health patient for decades, and I'm always in good hands. Their level of care is exceptional. Remember, life isn't just about living. It's about living well, and no one understands that better than Baptist Health. Ready to take the next step in your wellness journey? Visit Baptist-Health.com. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
With the help of Big Lips, the perfect drum roll. During the entire month of December, the Little Rock Racquet Club and the Little Rock Athletic Club are offering you 50% off the joining fee. Offer ends December 31st. Merry Christmas and Happy New You.
At Eat My Catfish, fall is our favorite time of the year, and football season isn't the only thing making a comeback. Available now, our famous shrimp gumbo and Cajun boudin balls make their return to the menu. Order online at eatmycatfish.com. Eat local, eat fresh, Eat My Catfish.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
This Thanksgiving, Target makes hosting easy with our lowest prices of the season. Like Good & Gather Premium Turkey for 79 cents a pound and quality green beans for 55 cents. Or classic stovetop stuffing on sale for $1.99 and delicious Favorite Day apple or pumpkin pie for only $4.49. Plus, get unlimited same-day delivery with a free 14-day trial of Target Circle 360 to make planning even easier. Save more on hosting. Happier holidays from Target. Restrictions apply.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. In his proclamation calling for a national day of thanksgiving, Abraham Lincoln mused over the nation's blessings and said, "No human counsel hath devised, or hath any mortal hand worked out these great things. They are the gracious gifts of the Most High God. It has seemed to me fit and proper that they should be solemnly, reverently, and gratefully acknowledged as with one heart and one voice by the whole American people." What an appropriate gesture for us all, then as well as now. As you count your blessings, swing by one of the 34 locations in Arkansas of Doublebee's. We are here to make your burdens easier and your day smoother, and maybe hook you up with some chicken. Doublebee's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
This is how it will happen. I'll come on the radio and say, when you own a car from Genesis of Conway, you experience car ownership that you never knew existed. And now Genesis has a wonderful offer. And then you'll say, okay, Craig, try me. And then I'll say, right now, $6,500 off 2024 GV80s, or become an owner at 2.9% interest. And then you'll go, yes! And then you'll go to Genesis of Conway and discover the future of luxury today.
Bell & Schwartz Gentleman's Store has stores within a store. The Martin Dingman Lodge leather goods, accessories perfect for Christmas bags, wallets, gloves, socks, and cigar cases. Name brands Gentile, Cricket Razorback gear, Peter Millar apparel, and Fiore athleisure wear. Bell & Schwartz quality men's clothing, the only store with a tailor on staff for your custom needs. Bell & Schwartz, 1011 Oak Street in Conway, on Facebook and Instagram.
Where there's Razorback football, there's the First Security Bank fifth quarter postgame show. Join Randy Rainwater, Marcus Elliott, and Trey Schapp after each Razorback game right here on 103.7 The Buzz. Listen in as they interview players and coaches and discuss each week's outcome. Get inside the huddle and the locker room with 103.7 The Buzz, bringing you all the information you want to know. It's the First Security Bank fifth quarter postgame show only on 103.7 The Buzz.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
All right, 9:53. Had a ton of people that have sent us messages on the D3 Auto Sales text line. We can't get to them all, but we're trying to see them all. But thank you so much. Somebody said earlier, man, you guys need to get back on sports. What are you doing? Listen, we cover more sports today in this 4 hours than we normally do. Every once in a while, Justin Eckery joins us. We'll get off on a topic like vaping. And
we just talked sports for like
we did
10 minutes.
And we did 2 hours with Bruce. We actually probably more than we normally do. So
puts it up on a tee, and we fall right.
Oh,
for
listen,
it.
that last 15 minutes was great. I thought that was great discussion.
I want the Razorbacks and the Dallas Cowboys to win.
Well, you sound like Jerry Jones
I
there.
almost did.
My dad just landed in Panama City. He said, I slept like a baby for 10 hours to tell Raj, Justin, Josh how much fun it was to spend time with them. So great to have him. I'm very blessed.
That was good.
Great to have him at the Touchdown Club yesterday.
He just made it in?
No, he met last night, but he said he got 10 hours of sleep from last night.
Okay.
84 years old. I kept him moving for the most part. So
he looks amazing for 84.
Yeah, he's in good shape. He's in good shape. So I've told you the story. He said, "Son, I want you to get back in shape before I die, like you used to be." Like,
I'm glad you didn't bring that up to him in person. He told him that.
I did. He said, "Son," he said, "before I die, I want you to get back in shape like you used to be."
Does he know that your body will not allow you to get in shape like you used to be? And that you're a 60-whatever-year-old man now?
I could be better, Justin.
Well, listen, you can do like me. Get on the shot and work out.
Listen, you're like every coach I know. You get a little chubby in the off season. You just gotta grind a little harder in the spring and summer.
I do. That's right.
You gotta play catch up time.
You go with the beard?
Yeah, I'm gonna shave my head and grow a beard. I'm gonna try to look like a badass.
Isn't that Joe Rogan? Could you be Justin Rogan?
I mean, some Rogaine, maybe. I don't know about that.
What's happening on the Zone today?
Yeah, really. What are you doing?
By the way, good job by Joe Klein.
Well, we're not going to try to get Sam Pittman fired like Roger is. I mean, I'll tell you that right now. Jerk.
I'm not trying to do
Justin,
that.
I'm
the opposite of that.
Justin, I can't believe you sit over there at your cushy house in Poen and let Roger Scott run your coach down like that.
I defended
You're the one
him.
that paid for the billboard, you cheapskate.
No, I would not. I don't have that kind of money. I would not. I said
Did you
it was
encourage a
important.
rich guy to do it?
Justin, did I make any sense at all?
Everything you say makes sense. That's what worries me.
I think Roger makes sense though too.
I think everybody has
an objective opinion, right?
Everybody
there.
has good points.
Well, when Sam wins a national title next year, you're going to feel pretty stupid.
No, I will be the first to go, that's my guy.
Yeah. I think Arkansas will win 3 national titles before the Cowboys ever win a playoff game, though, at the rate they're going. So.
Hey, by the way, thanks for the great work at the Touchdown Club.
Man, appreciate you guys.
14 straight Mondays, man. It's a grind.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
thanks to Arkansas Urology.
Yeah,
Chris Shenup and the guys over there, they deserve all the credit. And we got to get to know some of the doctors. This is the best segments I think we had all year, or of all the years with them. So it was good. We got to kind of know them a little bit better. I got to know one of the doctors pretty intimately because I had a procedure done during the Touchdown Club run. But, man, they were great. Not that procedure. It was worse. I had a little kidney thing that popped up in the middle of the season. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, Brett Favre, Ray Lewis could visit with
my gosh, it was insane.
McElroy and Jordan yesterday was good.
Okay, you can get anybody you want next year.
Oh, Switzer. Oh, I was going to say Switzer. Who was the best that you had this year? Was it Switzer?
If you can have anybody you want next year, name the guy right now.
Living or dead.
You could probably
preferably
you
alive.
could probably go the Brady, the Belichick, the Jimmy Johnson.
Any of those would be great.
Yeah.
How about Aaron Rodgers? He'll be out of football next year.
Okay. Wow. Maybe. Wow. Not looking good this year.
Jordan was great yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, he was.
Good way to finish.
Was he?
Clint Conk will join us thanks to Farm Brothers Flying Service. He's actually bringing Lance Gasway as one of the owners of our Arkansas-Kentucky Derby winner last year, so we'll talk to him about how Mystic Dan is working. Yeah, Roger.
Oh, bye.
Oh, and Brad McCrae's coming up from Brewski's, and Cliff and Susan are going to be on, and Eli Craig. Brad McCrae.
I think you said Brown McCrae. Okay, very good. Very good.
We get it.
Oh, that's just the music. Okay, good. I thought we were done. I was like, whew, that was close.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't have to rush at all. Susan.
No, you did. You did.
Susan's coming in, and Eli Craner from the courtesy of the Old Bank Restaurant. We'll get some thoughts on his
damn act together.
All right, fine.
Roger, Justin, Josh, good job today, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Good talk.
How about we're complaining about Jerry's World not having curtains one week, and the next week's like, it could be worse. Raker beam falling off the ceiling.
Yeah. Listen, that would chop somebody's head in some.
Poor Jerry. It's just all falling apart.
It really is, quite literally.
All right. Good job, boys. Thanks for listening, everybody. The Zone's up next.
Bradford Marine and ATV proudly introduces the new Tracker Grizzly 1650 T Prairie Wings duck boat, arriving daily and just in time for duck season. Come visit your local Bradford Marine and ATV today at any of their 6 statewide locations. Your local Tracker dealer.
It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music, the windows down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a